Hello, kings and queens. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. Thank you for being here with me today. This is going to be your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday astrology for the week of November 28th, 2021. To find your zodiac sign, all you have to do is go to the comment section, look for your sign, and click on the timestamp next to your zodiac sign, and that's where your video will start. Just click on it and it'll jump right to your selection. Thank you. Hello, kings and queens. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the blessings, and help you to be able to see the assistance and opportunities around you. And a lot of people ask me how I navigate my week. This is how I do it. This is how I navigate successfully. This is how I do what I do. As some of you may know, I have garnered a 2-book deal with Urban Books, again, for my Rule Route 8 series. If you check Amazon, my novel Rule Route 8 is available for pre-order. It doesn't come out until June the 28th. Part 2 comes out in December, but they are ready. And you can get Rule Route 8 for pre-order. It's available, so check it out. And this is how I've successfully garnered these opportunities and this assistance, because I know my astrology, I know my chart, I know my talents, and I use them to the fullest extent. Okay. And this is why I try to teach you guys the same thing, so that you can use your charts and you can use your astrology and the astrology to help you navigate around challenges. Know when somebody's lying to you. Know when you need to take advantage of an opportunity or assistance. Know why that assistance is coming to you. Know when blessings are coming to you, so you know when to make the moves you need to make. This truly, truly does help. Now, moving along from there, for the month of November, we are still spotlighting, we still have a couple more days spotlighting LaToya Chandler. So don't hesitate to stop over at Treasures and Spoils and check out her scents and her candles. I am a consumer of hers, and they are definitely worth it. Also, her books are sold everywhere books are sold, so check them out. Now, for the month of December, which we will come into this week, we are spotlighting none other than the illustrious LaJill Hunt. We had the opportunity and the pleasure of spotlighting LaJill in April, and we are spotlighting this queen again for the month of December. Her and her Christmas novel, Perfectly Fine Christmas. I would love for you guys to read and review with me. I am reading it this month and reviewing it, and I would love for you to do it with me. LaJill is a Sagittarius, so her birthday is coming up. It would be a beautiful birthday present for her to receive a review for her book, Perfectly Fine Christmas. It's just wonderful to be able to pour into someone, and I would love for you guys to help LaJill out and do this for her along with me. Okay? As far as the events going on this week, on Tuesday, you can always stop by Diverse Shelves, where they spotlight the new novels coming out and they talk about the things they're excited to read. Stop on by Clubhouse, where Diverse Shelves is, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays. If you are on YouTube, please check in, and you like books, please check in with Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. Don't hesitate to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Like the videos you see there and subscribe to the channel, because he would greatly appreciate it, okay? Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group I See You Reading and Chatting goes down every Friday on Facebook with I See You Reading and Chatting. Ebony Evans is the president of I See You Reading and Chatting. So if you'd like to participate as an artist in Freestyle Friday, contact Ebony, and she can work that out with you, okay, so that you can showcase your talents. All right, this was kind of long-winded. Let's get into your astrology. Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. Ere Taronic here with your astrology for the week of November 28th, 2021. Now, this is going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If you're looking for your Sunday astrology, you can find that at author Ere Taronic on Facebook. So visit my Facebook page and you can find your Sunday astrology written out there. So let's start with Monday. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know you appreciate the content that I am putting out. Now, on Monday, the sun is in Sagittarius at 7 degrees, and it's coupled with Mercury at 7 degrees. So communication and skills are on full display here. This is where luck may have prevailed for you. Try not to leave things to chance, though. Handle your business. If you know there are some calls you need to make, or work that you need to get done, you want to make sure you do it, Leo. Now, your areas that trine this area are you, romance, creative endeavors, and children, as well as your area of Aries, which is trining, so long distance travel or conversations at a distance from you regarding your communication and skills, your morals, your spirituality, what you think and what you preach. So you can see blessings coming in, dealing with communication as far as those areas. Maybe luck wins out for you. As far as your areas of Libra or Aquarius, you could get word in as to some assistance coming your way through a partnership. Maybe someone's communicating with you about neighborhoods or a neighbor. Someone in your networks of people is communicating with you. Even a sibling could be assisting you, maybe with children. Someone in your networks of people could be helping you with your creative works. You and a romantic partner could be hanging out or have the opportunity to talk. You know, that's definitely aspecting. There is friction, though, in your areas of Virgo and Pisces. So if you have placements between that, I'd say 4 and 10 degrees of Virgo and Pisces, then you could have conflicts with a romantic partner, a child, or even within a creative endeavor as it pertains to your money and resources. Or you might be working really hard to garner money and resources, okay? Being of service to someone. You could also be garnering shared finances, or maybe having disagreements with a romantic partner, someone within a creative endeavor, or a child over shared finances, over sex and intimacy, over what you think and preach, or your passions. Those are areas of tension for either you putting in more effort or you having some conflicts, because it's about communication and skills. So check your chart to see if you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees of Virgo or Pisces, Libra or Aquarius, or even Leo or Aries, and you can see where this applies for you. Now, the moon in Libra at 4 degrees trines. You know what? If you have any placements between 4 and 10 degrees of Gemini, this could be talking about where you're trying to forge towards your highest aspirations and accomplish goals with friends, or even accomplish goals with a romantic partner or a child. So if you have placements in Gemini too, I'd say check there between 4 and 10 degrees, okay? Okay, now moving along. The moon in Libra at 4 degrees trines Ceres in Gemini at 4 degrees. So a partnership is on the mind and what needs to be nurtured within that partnership. And this is a partnership that deals with goals that you're trying to accomplish, maybe even with your friends or different social groups. It's a partnership in that area. This is where you're trying to forge towards your highest aspirations. There is an angle where you might be forgiving someone for their trespasses. Just remember, when you forgive someone, sorry about that. Just make sure if you're forgiving someone, make sure they've learned their lesson. And if you are forgiving someone, just be mindful that you're kind of letting someone know what you'll allow, okay? You don't want them to trespass against you again. Now, Just be aware of what you intend to nurture. That's all I'm saying. If they've shown a pattern of doing the right thing over time, then that's one thing. But if, you know, they're just speeding back in to be forgiven, you just want to be mindful of that and make sure you're having the conversation so they know that you're not going for that bull crap again. Now, Mars, the planet of energy and challenges, is in Scorpio on Monday at 20 degrees, and it's going to trine Neptune and Pisces at 20 degrees. So a blessing helps you through a challenge. Your inspiration could be the catalyst to this. What can you dream up? This could have to do with a challenge with a child or how to get them out of trouble. Make sure you're not bailing someone out without making them put in effort as well. You want to make sure whatever you're dealing with in the area of home and family where you've been having challenges, the person you're dealing with needs to put in the effort as well. Okay, whether it has to do with shared finances, endings, new beginnings you're trying to create, whether it has to do with sex and intimacy, or whether it has to do with things that you're passionate about. Okay. Now, around 5 p.m., the moon in Libra at 7 degrees will sextile the sun in Sagittarius at 7 degrees. So assistance or some sort of opportunity could surface due to a partnership. You could be utilizing your education and skills for this. You might find yourself meditating or mediating, an argument or resolving some sort of conflict within a person or persons. Now, so check your chart to see if you have placements between that 3 and 10 degrees of Libra or Sagittarius. That last transit I was talking about in Pisces, where you could be bailing someone out, but you want to make sure that, they're putting in the effort as well. Those are going to be placements between 17 to 23 degrees of Scorpio or Pisces. I wanted to make sure you have those. You can look at those placements in your chart to see if you have them. Okay. Now, around 7 p.m., the moon in Libra at 8 degrees will sextile Mercury in Sagittarius at 8 degrees. So a trine, and it's going to trine Saturn in Aquarius as well at 8 degrees. Along with all this, the moon will be directly aspecting Chiron in Aries at 8 degrees. So a partnership heals as an opportunity or some kind of assistance is offered. Although it requires a restriction or responsibility being placed on you, it brings a blessing in nonetheless. Spiritual advisors, spiritual healers are useful here to help someone going through turmoil. Tension, gossip, or violence can also be healed. So check to see if you have placements in Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius, or Aries between, I'd say, 5 and 11 degrees. Just make sure yeah, that's all I want to say about that. Okay, moving along to Tuesday. On Tuesday, the sun is in Sagittarius at 8 degrees, sextiling Saturn and Aquarius at 8 degrees. This is an angle of assistance and opportunity to be had through a restriction or a responsibility. That could have to do with, your education and skills, what you think and preach. Now, for you, it has to do with romance, creative endeavors, and children. Definitely. Maybe you're helping a friend or a friend is helping you. You know what? I kind of want to go back for you to Monday and go just over a couple quick things. I'm sorry. You know how I am. Now, when you're utilizing your skills in assisting someone, maybe through a conflict, it could have to do with a partnership with a sibling or someone in your networks of people, maybe even a neighbor, that you're assisting through these conflicts. And it could be about a romance or a romantic partner. It could be you helping them through a creative endeavor, or while you guys are out having fun and hanging out, you might have to break up an argument or something like that, or resolve some conflicts. It could also have to do with children as well. Now, the placements or the angle where I was speaking of those restrictions or responsibilities being on you through a conflict and a spiritual advisor could be helpful to help through tensions and gossip, even violence. These would have to do with those same areas, only you're adding in the fact that you're healing someone at a distance from you or through travel, through your education and skills, what you think and preach. In addition to that, this is a partnership that you are helping out, to heal. Okay, where these spiritual advisors and healers are of great assistance, especially if you have those placements in that Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius, or Aries between 5 and 11 degrees. Now, let's go back to Tuesday. Venus in Capricorn at 20 degrees is going to sextile Neptune in Pisces at 20 degrees. If you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees, this is aspecting you. Assistance or opportunities can show up in the form of romance, finances, or pleasure. So you could be making money. You could be going out and having fun as well. It could be you inspired to lend this opportunity or this assistance. Whatever you dream up, you could be, like I said, you could be making money off of it. So check your chart to see if you have those placements between 17 and 20 degrees, because your sectors of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others can be an avenue for you to garner shared finances, create the endings and new beginnings you want. I'd say work on sex and intimacy, or you could have an offer of sex and intimacy through someone you work with or during your daily routines. Also, things that you're passionate about is aspected here as well. So you could be working on something that you are passionate about as well. So that definitely could be aspecting for you. Now, the moon in Libra at 20 degrees will square Venus in Capricorn at 20 degrees. So while it's directly aspecting Neptune in Pisces at 20 degrees, which is a fated angle. So this is your moon or the moon in your sector of communication, siblings, short distance travel, and your networks of people. You're either going to be putting a lot of effort in to make money there, or there could be some challenges or arguments with a romantic partner, or while you're out having fun, or you could be even arguing about pleasure pursuits or romance or finances during your daily routines. You could be putting in extra effort while you're at work, maybe being of service to others. But, that tension, like I said, could be there as well if it's not just you putting in the hard work. You're going to have you could have a spark of inspiration, maybe a dream. Maybe you could even be talking about dreams or illusions. Maybe it's someone's delusions that could be affecting you as well. So you want to be mindful of that. This is a fated angle as far as your area of Libra in this communication that's coming in regarding shared finances, endings, new beginnings. It could be about sex and intimacy as well, or things that, like I said, you are passionate about. Let's move along. And that's if you have any placements, I'd say between 17 and 23 degrees. Now, in the evening, the moon in Libra in your sector of communication, siblings, short distance travel, and your networks of people. It's going to be at 22 degrees, trining Lilith and Gemini. So it's going to be bringing in a blessing through your instincts with friends, through your instincts with social groups, through your instincts to accomplish goals. Okay, you could be put on the spot, but it could bring about some sort of blessing for you, especially if you have placements in Libra or Gemini between 19 to 25 degrees. On Wednesday, December the 1st, Neptune goes direct in Pisces at 20 degrees. So this is full speed ahead. Your inspiration, your dreams, illusions and delusions as well are off to the races. Okay. The floodgates are open. Okay. So I'd say utilize that. This is in your area of shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things you're passionate about, sex and intimacy. Let's see. Yeah, Yeah, I would say in that area, and that's where things are moving forward. The blessings are coming in through your sectors of Cancer and Scorpio. So home and family, where you're working in your solitude behind the scenes or working on things to gain closure, some blessings can come into you on Wednesday, or starting on Wednesday if you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees. Now, the friction, like I said, that the floodgates are opening. So that means that the friction could come in too. So if you have friction coming in, that's going to be through your sectors of Gemini and your sectors of Sagittarius. Okay, so you could have friction with a romantic partner within a creative endeavor, or with your children, or you could simply be putting more effort in there. Also, your sector of Gemini, where friends, goals, and social groups, you'll definitely be putting in extra effort there to garner shared finances and work on things you're passionate about. Try not to get any arguments with a romantic partner or friends over sex and intimacy or things you're passionate about, because you want to create the endings and new beginnings you want. So put in the effort there, okay? As far as your assistance and opportunities that are coming in through your inspiration or whatever it is you're dreaming up, those are going to be in career, in work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. So check your chart to see if you have placements between those 17 and 23 degrees of Taurus or Capricorn, and that's where you can expect to maybe even be of service to someone and garner some shared finances. You also have the opportunities to get a job, okay? These could be the endings and new beginnings you were trying to create with things that you're passionate about. So, be very mindful of that. Check all those placements that I talked about for 17 to 23 degrees, and that's definitely aspecting you. The sun in Sagittarius on Wednesday at 9 degrees is going to sextile Saturn in Aquarius at 9 degrees. So an opportunity or some kind of assistance could come through a restriction or responsibility, and you could be helping a friend or they could be assisting you. Your open-mindedness and your talents can come in handy. Just make sure you're utilizing your talents and not just copying someone else's talents, because this is an angle of falsity. It's an angle of people just copying other people. So you want to be mindful of that. If you have any placements between 6 and 12 degrees of Sagittarius or Aquarius, this is definitely aspecting you, but just be mindful of copying people or you could find yourself being copied. Okay, it's just how it is. Maybe you are an influence to other people or something like that. But as far as your romantic partner, your creative endeavors, your children, even as it pertains to partnerships, you want to you could a responsibility could be placed on you with creative works, but make sure you're not copying anyone. You could find people in relationships with you copying you as well. So hey, or you could find some falsities popping up in romance within partnerships or with your children. So make sure people are telling you the truth there. Now, Venus in Capricorn at 20 degrees makes a fated aspect to Lilith and Gemini at 20 degrees. So if you have placements between 17 to, I'd say, 23 degrees of Capricorn or Gemini, your instincts to generate finances can kick in here. And if it's not about finances, it could be about romance or pleasure. Your instincts can bring you success in the literary field or even in the field of spirituality. In love, good times, or even money, as it's pertaining to work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others, making a fated aspects to your instincts with friends, goals, and social groups. Now, last but not least, the moon in Scorpio at 4 degrees will make a fated aspect to Ceres and Gemini at 4 degrees. So if you have placements between 1 and 7 degrees of Scorpio or Gemini, this is about the nurturing you're putting into your area of friends, goals, and social groups, okay? This is where you want to forge towards your highest aspirations there, and you have that opportunity if you nurture that area, even if it's through a home-based business, or you're nurturing the goals you're trying to accomplish in home and family. Just watch out for accidents and don't allow someone to to hurt you or to use you to hurt someone else. Be mindful of who you trust. Think to yourself, has this person betrayed you before? You know, and just be mindful of that. All right. Blessings to you, and stay tuned for the tarot portion of your reading. Bye now. Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign people. Ira Taronic here with your tarot portion of your reading for the week of November 28th. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know you appreciate the content that I am putting out. So let's get into your reading. I'm really disheartened by this this reading that you have going on here. Some of the things that I see going on here. Number one, because I hate to see Leo going through this. Number two, I'm a Leo rising. So, you know, even though I felt this, so I can see it coming out in the cards. Someone is lying about you. You have to keep your wits about you, because somebody is trying to steal away from you your 10 of Pentacles. Whatever you feel is your wealth, your establishment, where you're trying to create generational wealth for yourself and for your family. Somebody is around you planning to steal it or trying to steal it. And that's permeating you this week. Like, they're really going to be doing the fool behind the scenes this week. So be very mindful of that. Now, the Sun card came out, the Five of Wands and the Magician, but it all came out upside down. All came out upside down. It usually comes out upright for you guys. So the Magician card upside down points to somebody manipulating a situation, whether they're misusing their authority, whether they're lying, but they're manipulating situations. They're using trickery. They're gaslighting you. Which means gaslighting is like when somebody convinces other people not to like you or not to listen to you, or convinces other people that the experiences that they've had with you aren't true. So you can have great experiences with somebody the whole time, and then this other person comes in and convinces them that these are not great experiences. Basically, somebody is gaslighting you. Your card is upside down, which is the Sun card. So you won't be feeling positive. You're going to be feeling kind of stagnant. But remember, you have to stay positive, because you have to believe that joy and success and easy rest will come again. But you're going to be feeling some type of delays or frustration. You might be feeling a little dark. And make sure that you stay out of conflicts, okay? Don't get into conflicts with anybody. Just avoid conflicts, agree to disagree, because you're going to feel wronged, or you may see others getting misled, or others experiencing wrong or conflict. Stay out of resentment as much as you can and keep moving forward. But it's definitely somebody in the background messing around. You're going to be feeling kind of a poverty consciousness, kind of left out in the cold as to your creative works or your creativity, or you're going to be feeling left out in the cold from a Queen of Pentacles person, from your security, your finances, your abundance, or a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign person. You got to look within. You might take some time to go within, actually, to try to figure out what is going on with your finances. You might be looking into your finances to see what's going on, or you might be a Virgo, Moon, or Rising sign person, and you're, and you're looking into your stability and trying to bring back a feeling of fulfillment, because you're feeling kind of left out in the cold, or some type of poverty mindset, or you're dealing with a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign person that's affecting your Queen of Pentacles, which is your generosity, your security, because you got the Hermit, the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Five of Pentacles right on top of it. Okay. You got a Nine of Wands with the Three of Pentacles and the Temperance card. So that's saying that you need to weather some type of test of faith, some type of storm as it pertains to rising among the ranks and among your peers, or with a business or with a home situation. And it's asking you to just have patience. That's what the cards are prompting you to just have patience, because what you need to make sure you're doing is praying. Make sure you pray. Make sure you're praying every day, because your faith is what's going to bring you out of this. And you continuing to be a good person and prove that you are a good person is what's going to show and bring you out of this. As long as you stay on the good side of things, as long as you stay with the Lord, as long as you keep praying, you're going to be okay. You're going to be proven as right. You're going to be proven as the one that's not causing all this crap that's going on. And people are going to see this person, whoever this is doing this, as who they are. They're going to be figured out and they're going to be found out. So just keep moving forward, keep doing what you have to do, but you definitely got somebody behind the scenes causing some mischief. You really, really do. Okay. So be mindful of that. Your challenges this week are going to be you getting that offer from the past and having that time in the sun, or that time where you get that victory or that public recognition or that win that you've been waiting for from the past, because you have the Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands upside down. So with the Eight of Wands upside down, that talks about delays and frustration, maybe unsure about one or more opportunities that are under consideration. Beware of making rash or hasty decisions. Don't make any rash or hasty decisions, okay? Just be cool. Be cool. It's going to be okay. Keep doing what you got to do. Keep moving forward. Keep praying. And stay on the good side. Stay on the good side. Because if you move to that dark side and you start doing that tit for tat, or you start like gossiping about people like they're doing, or you know, that's when it's going to mess up. Stay on the good side. I promise things going to be okay for you. You know, just that's all you got to do is keep being a good person. Now you got the you're going to be a little pessimistic, you know, because of the manipulation that's going on, and you're going to feel like a lack of direction. Gossip, malicious talk is circulating about you, which is, I hate to see this, but that's what's going to be your challenge. But your advice is for you to pay attention to the two cups that you have full behind you. Keep working on your skills and your creative works. Don't be hasty to get into battles with people. Choose your battles wisely, because if you create and keep creating, as you create, your light will shine more and more. Just keep doing what you have to do. Keep creating, and that's going to bring your luxury, your gratitude, your abundance your way. That's going to bring you your Nine of Pentacles. Okay. God bless you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye now. Hello, kings and queens. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the blessings, and help you to be able to see the assistance and opportunities around you. And, you know, a lot of people ask me how I navigate my week. This is how I do it. This is how I navigate successfully. This is how I do what I do. As some of you may know, I have garnered a 2-book deal with Urban Books, again, for my Rural Route 8 series. If you check Amazon, my novel Rural Route 8 is available for pre-order. It doesn't come out until June the 28th. Part 2 comes out in December, but they are ready. And you can get Rural Route 8 for pre-order. It's available, so check it out. And this is how I've successfully garnered these opportunities and this assistance, because I know my astrology, I know my chart, I know my talents, and I use them to the fullest extent. Okay. And this is why I try to teach you guys the same thing, so that you can use your charts and you can use your astrology and the astrology to help you navigate around challenges. Know when somebody's lying to you. Know when you need to take advantage of an opportunity or assistance. Know why that assistance is coming to you. Know when blessings are coming to you so you know when to make the moves you need to make. This truly, truly does help. Now, moving along from there, for the month of November, we are still spotlighting. We still have a couple more days spotlighting Latoya Chandler. So don't hesitate to stop over at Treasures and Spoils and check out her scents and her candles. I am a consumer of hers, and they are definitely worth it. Also, her books are sold everywhere books are sold, so check them out. Now, for the month of December, which we will come into this week, we are spotlighting none other than the illustrious LaJill Hunt. We had the opportunity and the pleasure of spotlighting LaJill in April, and we are spotlighting this queen again for the month of December, her and her Christmas novel, Perfectly Fine Christmas. I would love for you guys to read and review with me. I am reading it this month and reviewing it, and I would love for you to do it with me. LaJill is a Sagittarius, so her birthday is coming up. It would be a beautiful birthday present for her to receive a review for her book, Perfectly Fine Christmas. It's just wonderful to be able to pour into someone, and I would love for you guys to help LaJill out and do this for her along with me. Okay? As far as the events going on this week, on Tuesday, you can always stop by Diverse Shelves where they spotlight the new novels coming out and they talk about the things they're excited to read. Stop on by Clubhouse where Diverse Shelves is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays. If you are on YouTube, please check in, and you like books, please check in with Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. Don't hesitate to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Like the videos you see there and subscribe to the channel because he would greatly appreciate it, okay? Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group ICU Reading and Chatting goes down every Friday on Facebook with ICU Reading and Chatting. Ebony Evans is the president of ICU Reading and Chatting. So if you'd like to participate as an artist in Freestyle Friday, contact Ebony and she can work that out with you, okay, so that you can showcase your talents. All right, this was kind of long-winded. Let's get into your astrology. Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. Taronic here with the astrology portion of your reading for the week of November 28th, 2021. Now, this is going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If you're looking for Sunday, you can find that on my Facebook page, author Taronic, in written form. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know you appreciate the content that I am putting out. Now on Monday, November the 29th, the sun is in Sagittarius at 7 degrees, coupled with Mercury at 7 degrees Sagittarius. So if you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees of Sagittarius or any of these signs that I mentioned, this is aspecting you. This is where luck may prevail for you. Just try not to leave things to chance and handle your business. If you know there are some calls you need to make or some work you need to get done, you should do that. This is pertaining to your area of long distance travel, spirituality, education, skills, morals, maybe even dealing with things at a distance from you. Okay, luck could win out for you and you could have a blessing come your way that makes your appearance, your attitude better, your first impressions look better. And it would be because of your area of Leo and Aries, romance, play, affection, self-expression, children. You could, maybe your luck wins out. Maybe you get to travel with a child. Maybe luck wins out as it pertains to a child that's at school. Maybe it's luck coming to you in a romantic partner. Either way, it makes you look good. You just want to make sure you're handling your business and you're getting things done as it pertains to your area of Gemini, where you have the North Node, with your goals, your friends, and your social groups. You also want to make sure you're putting in the work in handling what you have to handle in your areas of Virgo or Pisces, because these are your areas, your area of Virgo and Pisces are behind the scenes, secret, sacrifice, solitude, closure. You working in your solitude, you garnering the healing that you need, you garnering the endings that you need through, I'd say, your work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. Okay, you want to make sure you're doing what you have to do there. Get done what you have to get done. Communicate with people at work. Communicate with people at service to you, or where you are of service to others. Communicate with people during your daily routines that are at a distance from you. Communicate about your health. The things that you need to communicate, okay? And get on the ball and do what you need to do. Utilize your skills in those areas of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others, even if it requires travel or for you to work behind the scenes. Now, the moon in Libra at 4 degrees, and remember that's placements between 4 and 10 degrees of those signs. The moon in Libra at 10 degrees, trine Ceres and Gemini at 4 degrees. Oh, you know what? For that last transit, if it's opportunities or assistance that's coming in for you, look to see if you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees of Leo or Aquarius, because a goal could be accomplished, friends could be helping you or assisting you to expand your reach, and this could be something that you've been trying to get popped off. Now, the moon in Libra at 4 degrees, trine Ceres and Gemini at 4 degrees. So a partnership is on the mind, and what nurturing this partnership needs. And this is a partnership in your area of siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people, maybe even neighbors. This is where you forge toward your highest aspirations. It's an angle where you may be forgiving someone as well of their trespasses, okay? A sibling, a neighbor, someone in your networks of people. All right, just remember, if you're forgiving someone, you're showing them what you'll allow, and they're likely to trespass again unless they've shown a long pattern of not doing so, not trespassing, not doing anything bad to you. You know, just beware of what you're nurturing as far as your friends and what friends you choose to nurture, okay? Because not all of them are worth it, believe that. Now, Mars in Scorpio at 20 degrees trines Neptune in Pisces at 20 degrees. So a blessing helps you through a challenge. Your inspiration could be the catalyst to this. What can you dream up in the area of secret, sacrifice, solitude, closure? Make sure that you're not bailing someone out without making them put in the effort as well. Okay, this is about shared finances where you could have to bail somebody out. This could be about sex and intimacy. Make sure that both parties are putting in the work. This could be about something you're passionate about or creating the endings and new beginnings you want. So check to see if this blessing, is coming into you to work through these challenges in that area of shared finances and new beginnings, endings, passions, and sex and intimacy. Do you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Scorpio or Pisces? Around 5 p.m., the moon in Libra at 7 degrees will sextile the sun in Sagittarius at 7 degrees. So assistance or some sort of opportunity surfaces due to or through a partnership. You could be utilizing your education and skills. It could require long distance travel, or you could be dealing with someone at a distance from you. You could be utilizing your spirituality or what you think and preach. Okay, you could find yourself mediating an argument between people at a distance from you or with someone at a distance from you, or you could simply be resolving a conflict within a partnership with someone at a distance from you if you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees of Sagittarius and Libra. Now, around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the moon in Libra at 8 degrees will sextile Mercury in Sagittarius at 8 degrees. So a trine, and it will trine Saturn in Aquarius at 8 degrees, while it's directly aspecting the moon, directly aspecting Chiron in Aries at 8 degrees. So if you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Libra, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, or Sagittarius, this is aspecting you. A partnership heals an opportunity, or a partnership heals as an opportunity, or some kind of assistance is offered, okay, through long distance travel or from someone at a distance from you. It could be about your education and skills, what you think and preach. Although it requires for you to utilize that and maybe work in your solitude, it's a blessing nonetheless. Spiritual advisors, healers are very useful here. Maybe you're helping a friend through some turmoil or someone within a social group. This is also an angle of tension, gossip, and violence that can be healed. Maybe you've had some gossip going on with your social groups or your friends or some tension, and this is where it can be healed if you have those placements. On Tuesday, the sun is in Sagittarius at 8 degrees. It's sextile Saturn in Aquarius at 8 degrees. So this is an angle of assistance and opportunity that can be had through some sort of restriction being placed on you or some sort of responsibility being put in your lap. You could be helping a friend or someone within a social group. They could even be helping you. Okay, this is someone at a distance from you. This is where you're utilizing your education and skills. It could take long distance travel as well. Maybe you're utilizing your spirituality. Either way, check to see if you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Aquarius or Sagittarius, because if you do, this applies to you. Now, Venus in Capricorn at 20 degrees, sextiles Neptune and Pisces at 20 degrees. Assistance or opportunity can show up in the form of romance, finances, or pleasure. And it could be you inspired to lend this opportunity. Okay? What can you dream up to make money? If you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees, you could literally be using what it is you master. Okay, you could be utilizing your spirituality to bring in some type of closure, to bring in some type of money, to bring in some type of healing, to bring in some type of ending that you want, even in a romantic sphere. Now, the moon in Libra at 20 degrees will square Venus in Capricorn at 20 degrees. So it's also going to be aspecting Neptune and Pisces at 20 at a fated angle. I'm sorry about that. So with it aspecting at a fated angle, Pisces is about your spirituality, your endings you're trying to create, the healing and closure that you're trying to bring in, even secret sacrifice and solitude. So you may be sacrificing things and working in your solitude on your inspirations. Okay, but you're going to be working really hard in career or whatever it is you master for one of your relationships. Maybe even you're having some tension or arguments with one of your relationships in career, or whatever it is you master, even if it has to do with money, even if it has to do with romance, or it has to do with pleasure pursuits. Now, in the evening, the moon in Libra at 22 degrees is going to trine Lilith and Gemini at 22 degrees. So your instincts as it pertains to a partnership are spot on, and it brings about some sort of blessing communicated to you through someone in your networks of people. Maybe during short distance travel is when you get the news, or it could have to do with a sibling or a neighbor. Check your chart to see if you have placements in Libra or Gemini between 19 and 25 degrees, because if so, this is aspecting you. Now, on Wednesday, Neptune goes direct in Pisces at 20 degrees. So the inspiration to get off your tushy comes in. Open, the floodgates open, and your dreams and inspiration is back on track. If you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees, this is aspecting you in your area of endings, healing, spirituality, working in your solitude, secret sacrifices that you're going to have to be making. Now, if you make these sacrifices and things like that, if you utilize your spirituality, where you can have blessings of closure and healing coming in, are going to be in your areas of home and family, which is Cancer, or I would say your area of Scorpio, which is shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things you're passionate about, sex and intimacy. That's where the blessings can come into you. for you putting in that work behind the scenes to garner that closure and healing that you need to garner. Okay, you could find yourself though having some bad dreams, because with Neptune going direct, it's about dreams, illusions, and things like that too. So you could find your closure or your spirituality hampered, or you putting in more extra effort to work to garner that closure or healing, or even utilizing your spirituality as far as the areas it squares, which is Gemini and Sagittarius. So Gemini is where the North Node is. So, you could have some tension, with people in your networks of people. You could have tension during short distance travel. You could have tension with neighbors or your siblings, especially as it's pertaining to closure, or people you call sis or bro, as it pertains to you trying to garner some type of closure with them. Maybe you're working hard behind the scenes for someone in your networks of people. Maybe it's causing for you to have to utilize your education and skills, what you think and preach. Maybe you're trying to work for someone at a distance from you and you're having to put in the effort. Maybe you're having to travel to someone at a distance from you to garner some type of closure or healing. But if you have placements in Gemini or Sagittarius, they square this area, so you want to check that area out to see if you have placements between that 17 and 23 degrees of those signs. Now, as far as the assistance and opportunity that's going to come in due to the inspiration that you garner, due to your dreams, due to, I'd even say your talents, okay, in spirituality. Okay, you're going to have opportunities to even garner closure or healing, or work behind the scenes and garner money and resources if you have placements in Taurus between 19 and between 17 and 23 degrees. You could be utilizing your, whatever it is you master, your public image. This is about career as well. All right, where you're having that inspiration go ahead and you're having opportunities to work behind the scenes in your solitude, utilizing your inspiration, utilizing your talents. Now, still on Wednesday, the Sun in Sagittarius at 9 degrees, sextiles Saturn and Aquarius at 9 degrees. So an opportunity or assistance comes through a restriction or responsibility. You could be helping a friend, or a friend could be helping you. Your open-mindedness and your talents can come in handy. Just make sure you're utilizing your talents, and not just copying someone else's talents, because this is an angle of falsity, an angle of people ripping people off for their talents, creative works, or, whatever the case may be here. All right. Especially if you are helping a friend or someone within a social group to try and accomplish a goal, utilizing your talents, utilizing what you think and preach, or your morals. Make sure that you're not copying someone else, but you could have someone helping to expand your reach that is at a distance from you. Now, check to see if you have placements between 6 and 12 degrees of Aquarius or Sagittarius. Now, Venus in Capricorn at 20 degrees makes a fated aspect to Lilith in Gemini at 20 degrees. So your instincts to generate finances can kick in here as it pertains to your career or whatever it is you master. If it's not about finances, it could be about romance or pleasure. Your instincts can bring success even in the literary or spiritual field, in love, good times, or even money. You could even be making money through, a sibling, someone at a distance from you. No, through a sibling, through short distance travel, or a neighbor, or someone in your networks of people. They're going to be communicating with you, and that's your opportunity to possibly make some money or have a good time. Now, the moon in Scorpio at 4 degrees makes a fated aspect to Ceres in Gemini at 4 degrees. So this is about the nurturing you're putting into the area of siblings, communication, your networks of people, short distance travel, and things like that. This is about the nurturing you're trying to put in where your highest aspirations are now. All right. Watch out for accidents as well if you're driving, during short distance travel. Just be mindful of that. Also, don't allow someone to use you to hurt someone else, because this is aspecting your shared finances, endings and new beginnings you're trying to create, as well as things you're passionate about, or sex and intimacy. And you might want to look to see, be mindful of who you trust as far as even sex and intimacy, especially if the person has betrayed you before. It's just aspecting. If you have placements between 1 and 7 degrees, this is aspecting you. Okay? Stay tuned for the tarot portion of your reading for the week. God bless you guys. Okay, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. Ere Taronic here with your tarot portion of your reading for the week of November 28th, 2021. So, permeating your reading is the Hermit card, the 7 of Swords upside down, and the 3 of Pentacles upside down. So let's talk about this, because the 7 of Swords upside down talks about dishonesty or deception. There's a likelihood of either theft or dishonorable behavior that you're dealing with. Pay attention to the hidden motives on the part of others, because you might be feeling bullied or pressured, and more inclined to give in, than to fight back. You're advised to stand up for yourself as it pertains to that 3 of Pentacles upside down, okay? And typically right side up, the 3 of Pentacles is like business, a new home, or rising in the ranks amongst your peers. But with it upside down, it's creative block. It's a lack of teamwork. Something is getting in the way of creative progress. Okay, maybe work is being neglected due to over fantasizing, or you have someone else. Somebody needs to come back down to earth and get busy, like get back on task. Watch out for sloppiness, lower quality outcomes, inability to stop focusing on things that have no value. You need to look within, or you got a dishonest person around you. And it's aspecting the Hermit card. So the Hermit could be a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign person, or the Hermit could just be telling you that you need to go into a state of solitude and searching, soul searching, working on it, solitary work, and take some time to recuperate. All right. You'll be rewarded for that solitary work if you take time to continue to create. It looks like you got the page coming in. You got the page coming in giving you some type of advice or word, like communicating with you. This could be you communicating with somebody, or it could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries sign person contacting you or talking to you, bringing you some type of message, because the page is a messenger, and the page is somebody who is brings you good news, but you have several things to point to pay attention to, because this is a person that comes to you with unbridled enthusiasm. This person comes to you, the page is a person that brings you a message, and it could be a person, or it could be an email, or it could be a text message. It's some sort of message, because it's a page. That's what pages are. But it's a person that's coming to you where you need to check the facts, because they could be gossipy, flighty, just gossipy, rumory, a person that's bringing you some information, some good news, but it's like, let me check into that, because they might be lying, that type of deal. And it's about your stability. It's about your stability. It's about your confidence. It's about your King of Pentacles. It's about your abundance, your security, your wealth, because that's what the King is about. The King talks about discipline, problems solved, promises with property, or keeping promises with employment. That's what this page is going to be calling you and talking to you about, where you need to make sure you keep your wits about you, because it could just be gossip, or they just could be telling you something to just be telling you something. You're going to have some type of mental clarity come in with this Ace of Swords about your stability. some raw win or power or victory through your investments. Either you're having clarity about what you've invested in, or you're having clarity about what you should do with your investments, as far as how to handle your stability. You're getting some type of clarity that's gonna come in, to tell you what you should do, with something. Now, that has to do with your stability. Now you've been waiting and hoping for something to come your way with what you've been watering, and you've been going through a test of faith. It could be with a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign person. You could be a Cancer, Moon, or Rising sign person, or this could just be you driving forward and continuing to bring this hope and positivity to your situation through either moving away from somebody, you're moving away from a situation. Yeah, you and a child and a father, maybe you're moving away from a situation, or there is some type of momentary calm going on, some type of momentary peace going on, because it's the Six of Swords, a transition, peace, restore, a break being available to you, where harmony is restored for for now, for this week or whatever. But you just have to be mindful of the people that's around you that might not be telling you the truth. Now, your challenges and advice is permeated by the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is about some type of new job you're bringing in, some type of new prosperity you're manifesting, some type of unearned income, or unexpected gifts or payouts or investments or something like that. That's what your challenge and advice is. Your challenge is you having this rebirth, ending things that need to be ended, and you having this rebirth and bringing in some type of financial opportunity, some type of new job. You need to make sure you stay on top of your financial concerns and don't overindulge, okay? Even if things are doing well, don't overindulge, because you're going to need it. Your advice is to... What is this? This is talking about, okay, you got the Empress card, which is a omen for good relationships, for abundance, for fertility. And then it's got you walking away from something where you have 8 cups full, where there's been some type of tower or destruction or shock. And the advice is to, I don't know, maybe this was a good relationship before, but some tower came down, and you're thinking about walking away from somewhere where you got 8 cups full. Make sure, anytime you had 8 cups, you want to make sure you think it thoroughly through to make sure that that's what you really want to do, whether you want to leave this Empress or not. But you definitely thinking about this is the advice, is to, maybe the advice is to think about walking away from it, because the tower fell, and it's telling you to think about walking away from it. But let me ask them some more, because I got to get more clarity as to whether you should walk away from this or not. More advice, please. Okay, this is your wish fulfillment. Maybe you should hang in there a little bit. And not walk away. I'm thinking that even if it was a shock, don't give up just yet. Okay? Because I'm not feeling, you got a lot of options at your disposal, and not all of the options are going to give you what you want. So don't walk away from where you got your 8 cups full, okay? I just don't think you should. All right, I'm not feeling that you should do that. I'm feeling that you should try to hang in there, okay? God bless you guys. I hope this helped. I'll see you next week. Bye now. Hello, kings and queens. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the blessings, and help you to be able to see the assistance and opportunities around you. And you know, a lot of people ask me how I navigate my week. This is how I do it. This is how I navigate successfully. This is how I do what I do. As some of you may know, I have garnered a 2-book deal with Urban Books again for my Rural Route 8 series. If you check Amazon, my novel Rural Route 8 is available for pre-order. It doesn't come out until June the 28th. Part 2 comes out in December, but they are ready. And you can get Rural Route 8 for pre-order. It's available, so check it out. And this is how I've successfully garnered these opportunities and this assistance, because I know my astrology, I know my chart, I know my talents, and I use them to the fullest extent. Okay. And this is why I try to teach you guys the same thing, so that you can use your charts and you can use your astrology and the astrology to help you navigate around challenges. Know when somebody's lying to you. Know when you need to take advantage of an opportunity or assistance. Know why that assistance is coming to you. Know when blessings are coming to you, so you know when to make the moves you need to make. You know, this truly, truly does help. Now, moving along from there, for the month of November, we are still spotlighting, we still have a couple more days spotlighting LaToya Chandler. So don't hesitate to stop over at Treasures and Spoils and check out her scents and her candles. I am a consumer of hers, and they are definitely worth it. Also, her books are sold everywhere books are sold, so check them out. Now, for the month of December, which we will come into this week, we are spotlighting none other than the illustrious LaJill Hunt. We had the opportunity and the pleasure of spotlighting LaJill in April, and we are spotlighting this queen again for the month of December. Her and her Christmas novel, Perfectly Fine Christmas. I would love for you guys to read and review with me. I am reading it this month and reviewing it, and I would love for you to do it with me. LaJill is a Sagittarius, so her birthday is coming up. It would be a beautiful birthday present for her to receive a review for her book, Perfectly Fine Christmas. You know, it's just wonderful to be able to pour into someone, and I would love for you guys to help LaJill out and do this for her along with me. Okay? As far as the events going on this week, on Tuesday, you can always stop by Diverse Shelves, where they spotlight the new novels coming out and they talk about the things they're excited to read. Stop on by Clubhouse, where Diverse Shelves is, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays. If you are on YouTube, please check in, and you like books, please check in with Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. Don't hesitate to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Like the videos you see there and subscribe to the channel, because he would greatly appreciate it, okay? Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group I See You Reading and Chatting goes down every Friday on Facebook with I See You Reading and Chatting. Ebony Evans is the president of I See You Reading and Chatting. So if you'd like to participate as an artist in Freestyle Friday, contact Ebony, and she can work that out with you, okay, so that you can showcase your talents. All right, this was kind of long-winded. Let's get into your astrology. Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. Taronic here with your astrology portion of your reading for the week of November 28th, 2021. This is going to be your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday astrology. So let's talk about what's going on. If you're looking for Sunday, you can find it in written form on my Facebook page, author Taronic. So on Monday, make sure you like and subscribe. It lets me know you appreciate the content that I'm putting out. Now on Monday, November the 29th, the sun is in Sagittarius at 7 degrees, coupled with Mercury in Sagittarius at 7 degrees. So if you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees of any of the signs that I name, this is aspecting you. Now, communication and skills are on full display here. This is where luck may prevail for you, especially in your areas of Aries or Leo. And that would be your sectors of long distance travel or things at a distance from you, what you think and preach, your education and skills, morals, spirituality, as well as creative works, your romantic partner, or even your children. That's where you can have luck prevail for you. Just try not to leave things to chance, okay? You could also have luck with friends, goals, and social groups, which is your area of Libra. And this is where communication could come into you, even through a sibling, someone during short distance travel, letting you know that a goal is accomplished, maybe even someone in your networks of people. And if you have placements in Aquarius, that's aspecting you. But just handle your business. If you know there are some calls you need to make or work you need to get done, you need to do that. Because your areas of Virgo and Pisces are squaring this area, and your area of Gemini is directly aspecting this area. So there's some relationship in home and family or in career that you really need to be having a conversation with, because there is something definitely that needs to get done there. Okay? This could even be regarding a home-based business. So check to see if you have placements in Virgo, Gemini, or Pisces, or even Sagittarius between 4 and 10 degrees. Now, the moon in Libra at 4 degrees will trine Ceres and Gemini at 4 degrees. So for you, this is about a partnership in your area of friends, goals, and social groups, and the nurturing you're putting in as it pertains to those relationships. A partnership is on the mind and what nurturing it needs to move you towards your highest aspirations there. This is an angle where you might be forgiving someone of their trespasses in that area, of relationships. Just remember, if you are forgiving someone of their trespasses or they're forgiving you of yours, just remember not to do it again. Or, be mindful of not letting someone else do that to you, because you're kind of showing them what you'll allow. Okay? Beware of what you nurture as it pertains to some of your relationships. Check to see if you have placements in Libra or Gemini between 1 and 7 degrees, because this applies to you if so. Mars and Scorpio at 20 degrees on Monday will trine Neptune and Pisces at 20 degrees. So this is about, for you, secrets, that are being kept, sacrifice, solitude, closure, even, your morals, endings, and healing, maybe even closure that you're trying to bring in, that can be challenging, okay? There's some type of blessing coming in that you're inspired to bring in the area of home and family or a home-based business. A blessing helps you through a challenge. Your inspiration could be the catalyst to this. What will you dream up? This could have to do with a child, or maybe even maybe getting a child out of trouble. It doesn't have to, but it can. This could have to do with getting yourself out of trouble as well. Make sure you're not bailing someone out without making them put in the effort as well. If you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Pisces or Scorpio, this is definitely aspecting you. Now, around 5 p.m., the moon in Libra at 7 degrees will sextile the sun in Sagittarius at 7 degrees. Assistance or some sort of opportunity surfaces through or due to a partnership. You could be utilizing your education and skills for this. And you might find yourself even mediating an argument or resolving conflicts between you and someone else if you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees. And this might directly have to do with you resolving conflicts, or a conflict that you have within a relationship with a friend or someone within a social group, okay? And this is a goal that you look to be trying to accomplish. Now, around 7 p.m., the moon in Libra at 8 degrees will sextile Mercury in your sign at 8 degrees. At the same time, the moon is going to be trining Saturn in Aquarius at 8 degrees, while the moon is directly aspecting Chiron in Aries at 8 degrees. So, if you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Aquarius, Aries, Sagittarius, or Libra, this is aspecting you, okay? A partnership heals, okay? And it's a romantic partnership, a partnership within a creative endeavor, or a partnership with a child. That's healing, okay? It could even be a friend or someone within a social group, okay, where you're trying to accomplish a goal, and this goal could be healing this area, or healing through even hanging out and having fun, or healing a creative endeavor, okay, through some type of restriction or responsibility. Maybe the restriction or responsibility is you needing to communicate with them. Maybe it's you needing to travel a short distance. It could be you communicating with someone within your networks of people, or even a neighbor, okay? Either way, it's going to require, a responsibility placed on you. It's a blessing nonetheless, if you get this handled. Spiritual advisors and healers are also useful here to help someone going through turmoil. Tension, gossip, or even violence can be healed here, okay? So just be mindful of that if you have those placements between 5 and 11 degrees. Now, on Tuesday, November the 30th, the sun is in Sagittarius, your sign at 8 degrees, sextiling Saturn and Aquarius at 8 degrees. So this is some type of opportunity or assistance coming through a restriction or a responsibility as it pertains to you communicating. You maybe even with a sibling, maybe with someone in your networks of people, or even with a neighbor. Okay, maybe you're helping a friend. Maybe a friend is helping you. Okay, maybe you're offering some type of communication or assistance to a friend, or someone in your networks of people. But either way, that's definitely aspecting if you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees. Venus in Capricorn at 20 degrees, sextiles Neptune and Pisces at 20 degrees on Tuesday as well. So this is an assistance or opportunity that shows up in the form of romance, finances, and pleasure as it pertains to your money and resources, or your worth in general. All right. There's some type of opportunity or assistance aspecting you through home and family, or a home-based business. You could be inspired to lend this opportunity. Or you could be even making money for home and family, or it could be aspecting or dealing with money and home and family. Whatever it is you're dreaming up, you could definitely make money off of it if you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Capricorn or Pisces. The moon in Libra at 20 degrees will square Venus in Capricorn at 20 degrees. So while it's directly aspecting Neptune and Pisces at 20 degrees at a fated angle. So if you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Libra or Capricorn, even Pisces, this is directly aspecting you. Now, Libra for you is about your friends, goals, and social groups. This is where you're putting in more effort, or you're having some type of friction, okay? You could be having friction to money, friction or arguments about, like finances, friction or arguments, or putting work into romance, having fun, or even making money. Or it could just be, just about money in general, or worth in general. Okay, it's directly going to be aspecting home and family. So this is about home and family, or a home-based business. This is a fated angle. Do you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Libra or Capricorn? Because if so, this is aspecting you, and this is definitely about tension with money, or your worth, or you putting more effort in there. Hopefully this is not arguments with you and friends about money and resources. Now in the evening, the moon in Libra at 22 degrees trines Lilith and Gemini at 22 degrees. Your instincts as it pertains to a partnership are spot on, and they bring about a blessing. Okay, if you have placements between 19 and 25 degrees of Libra or Gemini, this is aspecting you as it pertains to your friends, your goals, and your social groups, and your instincts to forge toward your highest aspirations as it pertains to these relationships. On Wednesday, Neptune goes direct in Pisces at 20 degrees. So the inspiration to get up off your tushy comes in. The floodgates open. Your dreams, inspiration flood in. Now, while dreams and inspiration is flooding in, illusions and delusions are flooding in as well. If you have placements between any of the signs that I name, or within any of the signs that I name, between 17 and 23 degrees, this is going to be aspecting you. Okay, especially for Pisces. Now, if it's going to be tension, like illusions and delusions and things like that you're facing in home and family, it's going to have to do with you and your relationships, or even career in a home-based business. So Virgo, Gemini, or Pisces placements between 17 and 23 degrees, those relationships in career, home, and family is where you can see illusions, delusions popping up that are going to be a challenge for you. Or if it's a blessing coming in for you, through your inspiration, through your dreams and things like that, sparks of inspiration is going to be through your sectors of Scorpio or Cancer or even Pisces. So this is about shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things that you're passionate about. You could have sparks of inspiration and forge ahead with things you're passionate about, even sex and intimacy, but you're going to be doing it behind the scenes, bringing in blessings. Gaining closure with people, gaining healing with people, maybe even working in your solitude on things to help people, to assist people. This is going to bring you in blessings. Now, if it's opportunities and assistance, to utilize your talents, to utilize your dreams, to utilize your inspiration, it's going to be through Capricorn or Taurus. So you're going to be making money through being of service to others, work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. That's where you can garner more money to help home or a home-based business. Okay. Now, the sun in Sagittarius at 9 degrees will sextile Saturn in Aquarius at 9 degrees. So this is directly about you receiving some type of opportunity or assistance, or giving some type of opportunity or assistance, communicating it to someone in your networks of people, a sibling, someone during short distance travel, or I would say even a neighbor, or this could be them communicating this opportunity or assistance to you. You could be helping a friend, or a friend could be helping you. Your open-mindedness, your talents can come in handy. Just make sure you're utilizing your talents, and not just copying someone else's talents, because this is an angle of falsity. If you have placements between 6 and 12 degrees of Sagittarius or Aquarius, this is aspecting you. You might even find friends or someone within social groups, or a sibling or someone in your networks of people copying you. Okay, so be mindful. Make sure you have protection over your creative works and stuff like that. Now, Venus in Capricorn at 20 degrees makes a fated aspect to Lilith and Gemini at 20 degrees. Your instincts to generate finances can kick in here. If it's not about finances, it could be about romance or pleasure. Your instincts can bring success in the literary field or the spiritual field as well, in love, good times, or even money if you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Capricorn and Gemini. And this is about money and resources for you, and you garnering some type of money and resources through your instincts as it pertains to your relationships, even in the literary field or the spiritual field. Okay. If you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Capricorn or Gemini. Now, the moon in Scorpio at 4 degrees will make a fated aspect to Ceres and Gemini at 4 degrees. This is about the nurturing you're putting into the area of relationships, where you want to forge towards your highest aspirations with some of your relationships. You're going to have to put in some work behind the scenes, okay? Put in some effort as it pertains to gaining closure. Put in some effort as it pertains to healing. Put in some effort as it pertains to working in your solitude. Putting in some effort as it pertains to the secrets that are definitely going around, and some sacrifices that you need to make. Watch out for accidents as well, because this is your area, because it's aspecting your area of partnerships and secrets and stuff too. Be mindful of slipping and saying something that you shouldn't say. Okay. Also, don't allow someone else to use your secrets to hurt someone else. Okay. Be mindful of who you trust. Has this person betrayed you before? Or have you betrayed this person before? That's something that you want to look at, because that's definitely aspecting if you have placements between 1 and 7 degrees of Scorpio or Gemini. Okay. God bless you, and stay tuned for the tarot portion of your reading coming up next. Bye now. Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising Sign people. Irae Taronic here with the tarot portion of your reading for the week of November 28th, 2021. Okay, so permeating your whole reading, you have the 6 of Wands. So you're moving away from something. Either you're moving away from something, or you're having some type of peace restored, a necessary transition after a long period of difficulty, harmony is restored. That's what you're aspecting this week. This is what everything is about. You moving forward, you having peace restored, and you having a renewed energy. This is what you're trying to bring in. But you've got, okay, you got the Hermit card. So the Hermit card is either dealing with you going within, searching yourself, so that you can work on solitary work. You know, you could be recuperating, you could be taking time to yourself, or you could be dealing with a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign person. Either one, because that's what the Hermit card is. Okay, you got though, which is you got the Ace of Swords, and the Devil card upside down. The Devil card upside down talks about obsession, an unhappy, destructive affair, or a struggle with some type of addiction that might be hampering somebody in your life or somebody around you. It could be a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign person. The Devil reverse implicates that things are severe. Okay? Whatever this situation is, you need to understand the extent of your bondage before you can begin to see a way out of whatever this situation is. Because the Devil reverses an inability or unwillingness to break a bond that has no future. Okay? Because of immaturity, desperation, or low self-esteem. All right? So, now you got the Ace of Swords upside down as well. And that talks about loss, chaos, confusion, lack of clarity. Loss, possibly failure is indicated, delayed plans. If you're dwelling too much on what's not working, this can prevent you from being able to solve problems. And you need to work on a new way of moving forward and not be obsessed over being stuck. Beware of deception and beware of confusion around you. Okay? You know, as it pertains to either it could even be a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or this confusion could be coming in and it's asking you to look within. Take some time to really look within so you can gain some real clarity as to the situation and really, really see what is going on around you. We're all of us, every sign I've done so far, and I'm on Sagittarius now, has gotten a challenging reading. Now, it could be due to the fact that Venus is going retrograde, so that's amping up the energy because the planet is getting ready to turn around. It's already done slowed up because it's about to go retrograde. It won't actually move backwards, but it'll turn around and turn up on its head and be facing the other way. So it's going to be a lot of challenges in relationships, a lot of challenge in romantic relationships, a lot of challenges with your money moving forward, because Venus is about romance, finances, and pleasure. You know, trouble with pleasure, you know, bringing that pleasure in. It's aspecting for everybody. You know, it's aspecting for everybody, not just you. So you need to make sure that you have clarity, make sure that you're moving forward. Really talk to your angels and ancestors and ask them for answers. You know, they'll tell you who's around you that's not on the up and up. They'll tell you, you know, what you need to pay attention to. When you ask your ancestors question, wait for them to give you an answer. They'll show you numbers. That's how the ancestors usually communicate, through angel numbers. You'll see like 555, 222, 123, 911, whatever number you see naturally or repeated numbers. I promise you, ask your angels and ancestors a question and wait for that number to pop up, and they'll give you the answer that you're looking for. And you need to make sure you're praying every day. Make sure you praying. Okay, pray to God every day for protection, for him to show you clarity, so that you can connect with higher self and higher source. It's pertinent at this time. It's pertinent because you do not want to be misled down the wrong road. Okay, now you got the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Thank God the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles is upright. So this is talking about you needing to attend to your deeper needs, to bring in your generational wealth, your money, your financial. This is about family wealth, generational wealth, bringing in money for the home. Because right now you got the Queen of Wands upside down, and you are the Queen of Wands because you're a fire sign person. You're a Sagittarius. So with it being upside down, you're dealing with some type of unreliability, some neglect, some aggression. It indicates that you may be led. I just said this. That you may be led down by someone in your world, particularly if you've been led to believe you have support available in a project or responsibility. You may be succumbing to impatience or making unreasonable demands. Promises can be broken. Beware of unreliable people at this time. So because you can't be dependent on some people, you need to attend to your deeper needs, especially as it pertains to your money and your finances and you creating generational wealth for yourself. Okay? Because people right now are acting extra shady. You got the Queen of Pentacles upside down, the Three of Cups upside down, and the Page of Wands all upside down. Now, first of all, the Page of Wands being upside down talks about pessimism and setbacks and manipulation. Gossip, malicious talk may be circulating as someone stands to benefit from it, even if it's just entertainment. Somebody's just, wanting to put stuff out there about people. And I can see this because this year, I have stopped talking to several people because they constantly gossip. They constantly talk about people. They're trying to put bad energies out on people. And I cut ties with people. I don't play that because you're not going to mess up my good juju. You're not going to mess up my connection with God and higher source because you're negative or you're dealing in the negative world, constantly gossiping about people that are just trying to move on and live their life and do well. You got to be careful because these people out here are holding resentment towards people and trying to stagnate their progress and trying to end them. You got to be careful because this week you got some gossip, some malicious talk going around. Don't take anything at face value. Don't expect that you have all the necessary information and the truth of the situation because you can have people stirring things up. And there's somebody who's shallow who likes stirring things up. Okay, that could be coming your way. All right. With this Page of Wands upside down, you also have. I'm hoping. I don't think that's you. Because it is a fire I'm hoping that that's not you because it could be a fire sign person, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But it doesn't have to be. It could just be a person doing that. But because you got the Queen of Pentacles upside down too, and that's a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and that card is upside down too. And with that card being upside down, that's talking about an imbalance of familial commitments, people you call family, an imbalance in work, an imbalance, a miseryliness, somebody withholding money or support, and it indicates a lack of trust in a situation. This is somebody who don't care about the interests of others. This is a person that might be wealthy. You might be advised to avoid somebody like this and be thrifty, okay? Because you also got the Three of Cups upside down, and that's a stifled affair, stifled creativity, or some type of betrayal within a relationship of three or more people. This disagreement or disappointment in a relationship or a partner or maybe a close friend betrays your fidelity or your confidence. You might find yourself unable to rely on those people you're accustomed to turning to for help. It indicates low energy and health problems too. So you got to be mindful of this. You got to be mindful of this going around, Sagittarius. And like I said, it's not just you. All of us are going through this. All of us are. Your challenges and advice is permeated by the Two of Wands. And because we're all going through this, that's why we need to band together, and fight this crap. Because it's just not right to do people like that. It's just not right. I don't want to get up on my high horse, but people out here just trying to live, trying to break generational curses. and take the curses off of us that got put on us when our people got brought over here in shackles and chains. Even though I'm not only talking to black people, I'm talking to white people too. You know, we don't need to be crabs in a bucket. None of us. You know, we gotta release that. You know, it just makes me so sad. I'm real sensitive to energies. So doing these horoscopes has gotten me emotional because I don't like to see people get done wrong. I don't like to see people get lied on. I don't like to see people have the stuff they trying to build up get torn down because somebody else is jealous or hateful or spiteful. It's just not right. Okay. So anyway, your challenge is you trying to be in the sun, you trying to get into the sun, you trying to feel that positivity and that goodness, because you're trying to you're trying to avoid conflicts, but you're going to have a problem agreeing to disagree and avoiding conflicts. You know, don't let somebody put you in conflicts, because you got that. You might see people getting wronged, or you might see people getting misled, but you're prompted to stay out of these conflicts because you're going to see some delays. You're going to see some setbacks, some obstacles, some misunderstandings between people in groups of at least 3 or more people. Okay, adaptation to change is crucial because you got that 5 of Pentacles upside down too. And with that 5 of Pentacles upside down, it talks about spiritual poverty, recovery from financial loss. Money problems could be severe. You could be in dire straits. You need to accept where you are at the current moment and plan to get out of it. Seek help, okay? And try not to fear rejection, all right? So surround yourself with the people you know who love you and who's going to help you, you know, because you dealing with some. And make sure that you pray. Make sure that you're staying protected. Make sure that you're protecting yourself, okay? Because you could have people around you that you think is your homegirl or your homeboy or your friend, and they are really doing stuff to bring you down behind your back, attacking you spiritually behind your back with spiritual attacks. That's why that says spiritual poverty. You know, watch out for that. You got to be careful. Your advice is to forge forward, taking care of your deeper needs with time solvency, balancing the things you need to balance, you know, projects and money, you know, especially money because it's the 2 of Pentacles. Take care of your deeper needs and handle your situation with your funds, okay? Because that's very, very important, because it looks to be like this is what these people are trying to attack your money and your worth. All right? God bless you, and I'll see you next week. We're all dealing with it. Bye now. Hello, kings and queens. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the blessings, and help you to be able to see the assistance and opportunities around you. And, you know, a lot of people ask me how I navigate my week. This is how I do it. This is how I navigate successfully. This is how I do what I do. As some of you may know, I have garnered a 2-book deal with Urban Books, again, for my Rural Route 8 series. If you check Amazon, my novel Rural Route 8 is available for pre-order. It doesn't come out until June the 28th. Part 2 comes out in December, but they are ready. And you can get Rural Route 8 for pre-order. It's available, so check it out. And this is how I've successfully garnered these opportunities and this assistance, because I know my astrology, I know my chart, I know my talents, and I use them to the fullest extent. Okay. And this is why I try to teach you guys the same thing, so that you can use your charts and you can use your astrology and the astrology to help you navigate around challenges. Know when somebody's lying to you. Know when you need to take advantage of an opportunity or assistance. Know why that assistance is coming to you. Know when blessings are coming to you, so you know when to make the moves you need to make. You know, this truly, truly does help. Now, Moving along from there, for the month of November, we are still spotlighting. We still have a couple more days spotlighting Latoya Chandler. So don't hesitate to stop over at Treasures and Spoils and check out her scents and her candles. I am a consumer of hers, and they are definitely worth it. Also, her books are sold everywhere books are sold, so check them out. Now, for the month of December, which we will come into this week, we are spotlighting none other than the illustrious LaJill Hunt. We had the opportunity and the pleasure of spotlighting LaJill in April, and we are spotlighting this queen again for the month of December, her and her Christmas novel, Perfectly Fine Christmas. I would love for you guys to read and review with me. I am reading it this month and reviewing it, and I would love for you to do it with me. LaJill is a Sagittarius, so her birthday is coming up. It would be a beautiful birthday present for her to receive a review for her book, Perfectly Fine Christmas. It's just wonderful to be able to pour into someone, and I would love for you guys to help LaJill out and do this for her along with me. Okay? As far as the events going on this week, on Tuesday, you can always stop by Diverse Shelves, where they spotlight the new novels coming out and they talk about the things they're excited to read. Stop on by Clubhouse, where Diverse Shelves is, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays. If you are on YouTube, please check in, and you like books, please check in with Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. Don't hesitate to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Like the videos you see there and subscribe to the channel, because he would greatly appreciate it, okay? Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group I See You Reading and Chatting goes down every Friday on Facebook with I See You Reading and Chatting. Ebony Evans is the president of I See You Reading and Chatting. So if you'd like to participate as an artist in Freestyle Friday, contact Ebony, and she can work that out with you, okay, so that you can showcase your talents. All right, this was kind of long-winded. Let's get into your astrology. Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with the astrology portion of your reading for the week of November 28th, 2021. Now, this will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday astrology. If you're looking for the Sunday astrology, you can find that on my Facebook page at author E-Ray Taronic. And come back here Wednesday for the Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology. So let's get into it. On Monday, November the 29th, the sun is in Sagittarius at 7 degrees, coupled with Mercury at 7 degrees. Communication and skills are on full display here. Here's where luck may prevail for you, okay? Just try not to leave things to chance, because you really need to handle your business. If you know there are calls you need to make, if you know that there's work you need to get done, you want to go ahead and do that, especially if you have placements within 4 to 10 degrees of any of the signs that I name, which will include Sagittarius, your area of relationships. As far as the friction where you might need to handle some business or get things done, this is going to be pertaining to you and your relationships in career and in home and family. So you have your Sagittarius, Pisces, and Virgo placements. That's where you want to make sure you handle your business. Now, as far as luck winning out for you, that could be with your relationships as it pertains to your Aries and Leo placements. So friends, goals, or friends in social groups could be helping you to accomplish goals. They could be communicating with you, even siblings, neighbors, people during short distance travel. You could have luck prevail for you there. So just make sure that you communicate. If it requires even utilizing what you think and preach, or voicing your skills or your education, do that so that you can garner that luck. Now, if it's a lucky opportunity or something like that that you're looking for, and you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees of Aquarius or Libra, then you'll have some type of opportunities to garner new relationships, or opportunities coming through your relationships, like your romantic partner, your children, even your creative endeavors, people you go out and have fun with, or share creative endeavors with. People will want to partner with you. People at a distance from you even. And they're going to want to do that because of what you think and preach, your education and skills, your morals, your spirituality. So like I said, check any of those signs to see if they're between 4 and 10 degrees and this is aspecting you. Now on Monday, the moon also in Libra at 4 degrees is going to trine Ceres and Gemini. So this is going to be some type of blessing coming in because of the nurturing you've been doing to yourself, to your first impressions, to your image, to your soul. If you have placements between 1 and 7 degrees of Gemini or Libra, this is aspecting you. Okay, and this is where you want to forge toward your highest aspirations with self as it pertains to your romantic partner, as it pertains to your creative endeavors, as it pertains to your, I'd say your children, even. Okay, just remember that, this is an angle where you may be forgiving someone of their trespasses, or someone may be forgiving you. Make sure you learned your lessons and make sure they've learned their lessons so they don't trespass again. Just be aware of what you're willing to nurture. All right. Because, sometimes when you take things, you showing people what you're willing to take, when you let people get away with things. But, if this is a person who's shown and proven that they're not going to do this again over a period of time, then, I can understand that. Now, also on Monday, Mars and Scorpio at 20 degrees will trine Neptune and Pisces at 20 degrees. So a blessing helps you through a challenge. Your inspiration could be the catalyst to this. This is the challenge you've been having in work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. And you're inspired to have, maybe you dream up something, but some type of inspiration is sparked as it pertains to career and whatever it is you master. All right. It could also have to do with a challenge where you're helping someone in career, or someone might be helping you get out of trouble. Just make sure that you are putting in the effort, or you're making the other person put in the effort as well, that you're not just bailing them out and then they're just going to keep doing the I'm just saying like I want to say it, the ignorant crap that they're doing. Okay. Now, if you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Scorpio or Pisces, this is aspecting you. And it might, and I say ignorant because sometimes people don't know that what they're doing is, that they shouldn't do it. That's why this astrology is helpful as well, because it kind of helps you navigate your moves as to what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Just to run that out there. Around 5 p.m., the moon in Libra at 7 degrees will sextile the sun in Sagittarius at 7 degrees. So assistance or some sort of opportunity surfaces through or due to a partnership. You could be utilizing your education and skills for this, and you might find yourself even mediating an argument or resolving some sort of conflict, okay, as it pertains to a relationship you harbor as far as a romantic partner, someone within a creative endeavor, or a child, okay? I'll leave that there. Around 7 p.m., the moon in Libra at 8 degrees will sextile Mercury in Sagittarius at 8 degrees. So at the same time, the moon will trine Saturn in Aquarius at 8 degrees, while it directly aspects Aries at 8 degrees. I know you don't know what all that means, so let me tell you. A partnership heals through an opportunity or some kind of assistance. You're healing this area of friends, goals, and social groups, and it's directly aspecting creative endeavors, romantic partners, and even children. Some sort of restriction or responsibility is placed on you for maybe you have to travel. It requires long distance travel. Maybe it's with someone at a distance from you. Maybe you're utilizing your education and skills to bring about this healing. Maybe you're utilizing your spirituality or your morals or what you think and preach, okay? But nonetheless, it's a blessing if you decide to do that. Spiritual advisors and healers are useful here to help people going through turmoil. Tension, gossip, or violence can be healed if you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees in your chart of Aries, Aquarius, Libra, or Sagittarius. Let's move along to Tuesday. That was a lot for Monday. On Tuesday, the sun is in Sagittarius at 8 degrees and it's sextiling Saturn in Aquarius at 8 degrees. This is an angle of assistance or opportunities had through a restriction or responsibility placed on you during long distance travel or with someone at a distance from you. It requires your education and skills, what you think and preach. Maybe you're helping a friend, okay, or a friend is assisting you. Now, this is, you in one of your relationships. So look to see if you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Aquarius or Sagittarius, because if you do, this is aspecting you. Now, Venus in Capricorn at 20 degrees sextiles Neptune and Pisces at 20 degrees. Assistance or opportunity shows up under the guise of romance, finances, or pleasure. It could be you inspired to lend this opportunity. Whatever you dream up, you could be making money off of it. If you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Capricorn or Pisces, this is about romance, finances, and pleasure as it pertains to your shared finances, endings and new beginnings you want to create. Even with love, sex and intimacy, passions, you'll have that opportunity to garner that. Maybe you're inspired to spark up the passion in your relationship or in a relationship, or you're inspired to even utilize what it is you master as it pertains to career. Okay, so go ahead, make that money or garner that love. Now, also on Tuesday, the moon in Libra at 20 degrees will square Venus in Capricorn at 20 degrees. So if you have placements in Libra or Capricorn between 17 and 23 degrees, you could find yourself working really, really hard in the area of romance, finances, and you could find yourself working really hard in the area of romance, creative endeavors, and children as it pertains to making some type of shared finances, garnering some type of intimacy, working on things you're passionate about, okay? These areas square each other, and with Venus there, it's trying to bring in the love. It's trying to usher in the finances. It's trying to usher in the good times between you and a romantic partner, a child, or someone within a creative endeavor, okay? Check to see if they're between 17 and 23 degrees of Libra or Capricorn, because if so, this is about you. Now, in the evening on Tuesday, the moon in Libra at 22 degrees. This is your sector of romance, creative endeavors, and children, and even play. It's going to garner some type of blessing through your instincts, okay? Your instincts as it pertains to this partnership are spot on, and you're going to bring in this blessing because you're going to know just what to do if you have placements between 19 and 25 degrees of Libra or Gemini. Moving along to Wednesday. On Wednesday, Neptune goes direct in Pisces at 20 degrees. This is about the inspiration to get up off your tushy. It's coming in. The floodgates open, dreams and inspirations flood in, but unfortunately at the same time, delusions and illusions flood in too. If you have placements between 17 to 23 degrees of Pisces or any of the signs that I name, this is aspecting you, okay? Now, and as it continues to move through and gets past that 20 degrees, it'll start going up in degree and affecting the other degrees, okay? Now, or the other placements with this. Now, if it's your placements of, I'd say, Gemini or Sagittarius, that's when you're going to have or even Virgo, that's where you're going to have illusions and delusions surfacing about you within your partnerships, or you even having illusions and delusions about your partnerships in home and family and in career. So you want to really look at that and watch out for that in Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, or Virgo, for people harboring delusions about you or you about them, all right, because of this planet going direct. Now, as far as dreams and inspirations being sparked up and bringing you blessings into career and mastery, because that's what Pisces is for you, career and mastery. It's going to be your areas of Scorpio or Cancer. So look to see if you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees there, because you could be garnering a new job. You could be inspired to create a new job for yourself, to garner some type of finances or resources through work, through health, through your daily routines, through you being of service to other people. You could have that those sparks of inspiration that bring in that money for you, okay? That boosts your worth. Also, where these dreams and inspirations can work for you or garner you some type of assistance or opportunities are going to be your areas of Taurus and your area of Capricorn, which means behind the scenes with secret sacrifice and solitude, you working in your solitude, you being told secrets in career and things like that are going to help you garner shared finances. You know, you're going to have to work behind the scenes for these shared finances, of course. Maybe you're even garnering some type of healing or closure through secrets being told in career. Okay, things that you're passionate about, the endings you want to create, the new beginnings you want to create, you're going to have those opportunities to do that in career or whatever it is you master because of this planet going direct. Now, also on Wednesday, the Sun in Sagittarius at 9 degrees will sextile Saturn in Aquarius at 9 degrees. So for you, this is about a relationship lending you some type of opportunity or assistance through a restriction or responsibility. Maybe you're restricted, you know, saying what you think and preach. Maybe you're restricted traveling long distances. Maybe you're restricted with what you think and preach, as I was saying before, or your education and skills. Someone is helping you with that. Okay, someone is giving you the opportunity to expand your reach. One of your partnerships could actually use your open-mindedness or your talents. Just make sure you're using your talents and not just copying someone else, because this is an angle of falsity. Okay, so if you have placements in Sagittarius or Aquarius between 6 and 12 degrees, this is aspecting you, and you might even find someone copying you or falsifying your, you know, education and skills, what you think and preach. Okay, so be mindful of that. Now, Venus in Capricorn at 20 degrees is going to make a fated aspect to Lilith and Gemini at 20 degrees on Wednesday as well. So your instincts to generate finances can kick in as it pertains to your shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things you are passionate about. Even sex and intimacy is aspected here. You know, you having fun and hanging out and garnering, you know, that sex and intimacy between you and your partner. Okay. Your instincts could also bring you success in the literary field, because this is a great angle for people in the literary field or even the spiritual field as well. In love, good times, or money, you can see success. Now, the moon in Scorpio at 4 degrees will make a fated aspect to Ceres and Gemini at 4 degrees. This is about the nurturing you're putting into yourself, you know, your image, your first impressions, the way you come off to people. Watch out for accidents, okay? This has to do with your area of Scorpio, where at work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. So at work, with your health and during your daily routines, you want to be careful. Even with small pets, you want to be careful because you could have accidents or get hurt. Okay, and you don't want to get bitten by a dog or something like that, or scratched by a cat, or, you know, just be careful. And don't allow someone to use you to hurt someone else at work or during your daily routines, because be mindful of that. People will try to come in. This is a fated aspect, and try to use you to hurt somebody else. Be mindful of who you trust, you know. Has this person betrayed you before? The person trying to get you to hurt somebody, or the person they're trying to get you to hurt? You want to ask yourself that. Don't do the wrong thing, because if you do, it'll come back to bite you. If you have placements in Scorpio or Gemini between 1 and 7 degrees, this is aspecting you. Please stay tuned for the tarot portion of your reading. God bless you, and I'll see you over there. Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. E-Ray Taronic here to give you your tarot portion of your reading for the week of November 28th, 2021. Okay, so this week you got the Death card permeating your week, and the Death card could be dealing with either a Scorpio person, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or this could just be about where you have Scorpio on your chart, which is your area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to other people and even small pets. Or this could be about you having a rebirth, simply, or maybe even a rebirth in that area of Scorpio for you at work, where you're of service to others and things like that. That's what's permeating your week. Now, you're waiting for some type of good communication to come in. You're taking some type of rest right now. You feel left out in the cold from good communication, or you're feeling some type of poverty consciousness that this good communication is not coming in. And you're waiting for this. Yeah, where you would usually be advised to take the risk, you're being advised not to, and you're being advised to rest and reflect and wait. Um, you got you got the Five of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles, but they are all upside down. So that that Five of Cups upside down talks about acceptance and moving on. It talks about forgiveness and healing. It talks about emotional wounds healing, a broken dream or heartbreak, leaving that behind. Okay. Your circumstances are not totally miserable, and you're able to start moving forward again. Okay, but you gotta accept things, and you got to kind of move forward, because you got the Seven of Swords upside down as well, and that talks about dishonesty. Like a reverse position could talk about either theft or dishonest behavior. Okay, and hopefully this is not you being dishonest and having dishonest behavior. If not you, then you need to pay attention to the motives, the hidden motives on the part of others around you. You might feel bullied or pressured, or inclined to give in. You should be advised to you are advised to make sure that you stand up for yourself, but stand up for yourself in a positive way. Don't be this Seven of Swords. Don't be deceptive. Don't be dishonest. Don't be a liar, because that only furthers your negative situation. If you are going to be, if you're aspiring to not see the cups that are still full behind you, and you want to be in a state of dishonesty or dishonorable behavior, it's gonna bite you. Okay, because you even got your Seven of Pentacles. Your investments is upside down, so that's lack of vision in the long term, limited success. Money, worry over money or security is blinding you, maybe even into giving up. This card advises you to take action. Flip that Five of Cups upside down, so you can pay attention to the cups that you have full behind you and move on past whatever strife or poverty consciousness that you're dealing with, because if you continue down that road, you just making it worse for yourself. You've got also the you got some type of clarity coming in that's going to help you to submit yourself at the top of a hill. Maybe it's coming in through a mentor. It could be coming in through a person that's younger than you. But either way, you need to keep your wits about you in that situation regardless. Even if that information is coming your way, you still need to research the facts of what they're telling you. Okay, because your challenges and advice is permeated by the strength card. So this is telling you to have strength. And Leo is your area of communication, siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people, even neighbors, where you're dealing with these people, your networks of people around you, even sales, is asking you to have strength. Okay. Your challenge is going to be this week is you being the high priestess, you keeping your cards close to your chest, you listening to your subconscious. Okay, because you're going to have somebody maybe coming in giving you some type of advice, illuminating things to you, more to you about your wish fulfillment, about your Nine of Cups. Okay, but you need to make sure that you are keeping your cards close to your chest right now. Okay, and make sure that you're listening to your subconscious. Okay, because yeah, yeah, you're gonna have problems with that. You're gonna have problems with having that more information come in as to your Nine of Cups, and when that information comes in, you taking that information and really listening to your subconscious is what you should do about it. But your advice is to forge forward toward this business that you want, or forge forward within this relationship with this mother, or this business organization. It could even it could even be the mother side of the family, because it's the Hierophant. And the Hierophant, I typically read the Hierophant as business, unless they give me another card that signifies, the mother or something like that. But it could even be about wisdom and taking advice from people that you trust. Okay. But hang in there. It's advising you to hang in there because you got the 9 of Wands to make sure that you weather this storm. It's a test of faith that you're going through. You're going through a test of faith right now. So you're gonna have to weather the storm, and you're not the only one getting this. It's like we're all getting this. I don't know if this is because we are coming up on the back of Venus. It's about to go retrograde soon, and we're already feeling that stop of the planet, because it doesn't actually turn. It doesn't actually like move backwards. When it goes retrograde, it just flips on its head and kind of turns around, so it's facing the past. And kind of stagnating that romance, that pleasure, and those finances from coming into you. So a lot of us are going to be feeling this, so we're going to have to weather the storm. We're going to have to weather the storm, and people are going to have to stop doing things to other people to bring them down, because if not, it's just going to be a perpetuating cycle for all of the people that's doing that, and they're going to stay in that cycle until they stop. That's why I'm not having no parts of it. I'm not going to have no parts of no fights, no arguments. I'm not doing it. I'm not putting no bad thoughts out about people, none of that stuff. I don't care what they did to me, because I'm going to let God handle that. It's going to be we're coming into a time where we really going to have faith, a strong spiritual faith. Okay. God bless you, Gemini. I hope this helped. Bye now. Hello, kings and queens. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the blessings, and help you to be able to see the assistance and opportunities around you. And a lot of people ask me how I navigate my week. This is how I do it. This is how I navigate successfully. This is how I do what I do. As some of you may know, I have garnered a 2-book deal with Urban Books, again, for my Rural Route 8 series. If you check Amazon, my novel Rural Route 8 is available for pre-order. It doesn't come out until June the 28th. Part 2 comes out in December, but they are ready. And you can get Rural Route 8 for pre-order. It's available, so check it out. And this is how I've successfully garnered these opportunities and this assistance, because I know my astrology, I know my chart, I know my talents, and I use them to the fullest extent. Okay. And this is why I try to teach you guys the same thing, so that you can use your charts and you can use your astrology and the astrology to help you navigate around challenges. Know when somebody's lying to you. Know when you need to take advantage of an opportunity or assistance. Know why that assistance is coming to you. Know when blessings are coming to you, so you know when to make the moves you need to make. This truly, truly does help. Now, moving along from there, for the month of November, we are still spotlighting, we still have a couple more days spotlighting Latoya Chandler. So don't hesitate to stop over at Treasures and Spoils and check out her scents and her candles. I am a consumer of hers, and they are definitely worth it. Also, her books are sold everywhere books are sold, so check them out. Now, for the month of December, which we will come into this week, we are spotlighting none other than the illustrious LaJill Hunt. We had the opportunity and the pleasure of spotlighting LaJill in April, and we are spotlighting this queen again for the month of December. Her and her Christmas novel, Perfectly Fine Christmas. I would love for you guys to read and review with me. I am reading it this month and reviewing it, and I would love for you to do it with me. LaJill is a Sagittarius, so her birthday is coming up. It would be a beautiful birthday present for her to receive a review for her book, Perfectly Fine Christmas. You know, it's just wonderful to be able to pour into someone, and I would love for you guys to help LaJill out and do this for her along with me. Okay? As far as the events going on this week, on Tuesday, you can always stop by Diverse Shelves where they spotlight the new novels coming out and they talk about the things they're excited to read. Stop on by Clubhouse where Diverse Shelves is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays. If you are on YouTube, please check in, and you like books, please check in with Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. Don't hesitate to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Like the videos you see there and subscribe to the channel because he would greatly appreciate it, okay? Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group I See You Reading and Chatting goes down every Friday on Facebook with I See You Reading and Chatting. Ebony Evans is the president of I See You Reading and Chatting. So if you'd like to participate as an artist in Freestyle Friday, contact Ebony and she can work that out with you, okay, so that you can showcase your talents. All right, this was kind of long-winded. Let's get into your astrology. Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with the astrology portion of your reading for the week of November 28th, 2021. This is going to be your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday astrology. Sunday can be found on my Facebook page, author E-Ray Taronic, written out, or it's in written form. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know you appreciate the content that I am putting out. So let's get into it, Libra. On Monday, the 29th, the sun is in Sagittarius at 7 degrees, coupled with Mercury in Sagittarius, your area of communication, siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people, even neighbors, okay? Communication and skills are not only on full display, but this is where luck could prevail for you. Just try not to leave things to chance. You want to make sure you handle your business. If you know there are some calls you need to make, a little short trip you need to make, you know, something you need to get done as far as, you know, behind the scenes, you know, talking to someone, getting out secrets, you know, anybody you work with during your daily routines, maybe where you're of service to other people, where you need to communicate and get things done. Your areas of Sagittarius, your area of Sagittarius squares Virgo and Pisces. So if you have any Pisces or Virgo placements between 4 and 10 degrees, there are some things that you need to either be working on behind the scenes or you need to be communicating behind the scenes that are kind of maybe secretive or, you know, gossipy, or, you know, it directly aspects Gemini as well. So it could be someone at a distance from you you're dealing with as it pertains to your education and skills, what you think and preach. So definitely take that time to communicate and utilize your skills. The blessings can come in as it pertains to your friends, goals, and social groups, and your partnerships, your areas of Leo and Aries. They can really show up for you if you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees. People can communicate to you and help you accomplish goal, and these could be people in your networks of people, a sibling, or even a friend. Okay, now if it's assistance or opportunity where luck helps you out through assistance, this is going to be through a creative endeavor, a romantic partner, or a child, or maybe this comes through while you're out having fun, maybe during short distance travel, and luck wins out. If you have placements in Libra or Aquarius, you can expect assistance and opportunities if it's between 4 and 10 degrees. Now moving along, the moon in Libra at 4 degrees will trine Ceres and Gemini at 4 degrees. So if you have placements between 1 and 7 degrees of Libra or Gemini, you can expect some type of blessing to be coming into you for the nurturing you've been doing to your education and skills. what you think and preach, your morals, your spirituality. Maybe you're dealing with someone at a distance from you, or maybe even this is blessings coming to you through long distance travel. This is where you're forging toward your highest aspirations in this area. Long distance travel, education and skills, what you think and preach, morals and spirituality. This is an angle where you can maybe forgiving someone of their trespasses. Just remember, when you forgive someone, you're showing them what you'll allow, and they could likely do it again. So make sure it's a person who's shown a pattern of showing you a pattern that they have learned their lesson and they're not going to do it again. Just beware of what you nurture, who you nurture at a distance from you, what you nurture as it pertains to your education and skills, what you think and preach, your morals and your spirituality. Okay? Now, Mars and Scorpio at 20 degrees trines Neptune and Pisces at 20 degrees. So a blessing helps you through a challenge as it pertains to your money and your resources. This blessing comes through, and it's really your inspiration, where you're inspired to work, be of service to someone. Sparks of inspiration that come in through your health, I'd even say, or pertaining to your health, even a small pet. This could be where you're being of service to someone and you're making some type of money, garnering some type of finances as well. And this is what's helping you through the challenge. Maybe you're figuring out a way to make money. Make sure you're not bailing someone out of trouble without letting them put in the effort as well at work or where you're of service to other people. Check to see if you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Scorpio or Pisces, because if so, this is aspecting you. Now, around 5 p.m., the moon in Libra at 7 degrees will sextile the sun in Sagittarius at 7 degrees. So for you, this is about communication, siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people, even neighbors, and maybe some type of opportunity coming to you through one of those relationships. Of course, you may have to put in some type of work or communicate. But you're going to be utilizing your education and skills, maybe what you think and preach. You might find yourself mediating an argument or resolving a conflict with a sibling or with people within your networks of people or a neighbor, if you have those placements between 4 and 10 degrees of Libra or Sagittarius. Now, around 7 p.m. on Monday, Eastern Standard Time, the moon in Libra at 8 degrees will sextile Mercury in Sagittarius at 8 degrees. So it's also going to be trining Saturn in Aquarius at 8 degrees. So there's some sort of blessing coming into you through a romantic partner or a child, or through a creative endeavor, or even while you guys are out having fun, through some sort of, I'd say, restriction or responsibility that has been placed on you there. Okay, you're healing that area of relationships for you. Okay, whether it's with a romantic partner, whether it's with a child, or whether it is with people you just hang out with, you know. It could also be a sibling or a neighbor or someone in your networks of people. Although it requires a restriction or responsibility being placed on you, it's a blessing nonetheless. Spiritual advisors and healers are useful here to help someone going through turmoil. Maybe someone needs your advice. Tension, gossip, violence, and I'd say gaslighting can even be healed here if you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius, or Aries. Now, moving along to Tuesday. On Tuesday, the sun is in Sagittarius at 8 degrees, sextiling Saturn in Aquarius at 8 degrees. So this is an angle of assistance and opportunity to be had through a restriction or responsibility placed on you in the area of romance, creative endeavors, or children. You could be helping a friend, or a friend could be assisting you. Either way, it's going to require some type of communication, or you utilizing your skills, your morals, your education, what you think and preach, communicating with someone in your networks of people, maybe even a sibling or someone during, or you could be helping someone. Maybe it requires short distance travel. Check to see if you have any placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Sagittarius or Aquarius, because if you do, this is aspecting you. Now, Venus, in Capricorn at 20 degrees will sextile Neptune and Pisces at 20 degrees. Assistance or opportunity shows up in the form of romance, finances, or pleasure. It could be you inspired to lend a hand. Whatever you dream up you could be making money off of it if you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Capricorn or Neptune. And this has to do with home and family as it pertains to work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. Maybe you're helping someone in home and family. It could even be a small pet. Maybe you're working for someone, but this is aspecting for you if you have those placements. The moon in Libra at 20 degrees will square Venus in Capricorn at 20 degrees. So it's also going to be directly aspecting Neptune in Pisces at 20. This is a fated angle, that Libra to Pisces. But anyway, you could be having some sort of tension within a romantic relationship, maybe tension over finances, or even tension during playtime, like out having fun. You could have some squares there. It's directly aspecting Neptune and Pisces, so this could be illusions or delusions surfacing and affecting your money or your relationships as far as romantically. If you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Libra or Capricorn, this is definitely aspecting you. You could also, if it's not that, it could be you working really hard to generate finances, through work, health, daily routines, where you are of service to other people. Okay. So that you could be working really hard in that area as well. So, maybe you go out and you have fun and you're hanging out with some people at work and some tension pops off. People have illusions and delusions about you. Maybe you have to work really hard utilizing your talents as far as your intuition and things like that, where it pertains to work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to other people. And that's how you're making money for my spiritual healers and advisors. In the evening, the moon in Libra at 20. Oh, so check to see if you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees, as I was saying. But that evening, the moon in Libra at 22 degrees is going to trine Lilith in Gemini at 22 degrees. So your instincts as it pertains to a partnership are spot on, and they bring about a blessing. If you have placements between 19 and 25 degrees of Libra or Gemini, this is aspecting you, okay? And this is about something at a distance from you, a partnership at a distance from you, or a long distance travel. Maybe you're traveling with a partner. It's about education and skills, what you think and preach, what your instincts are to say or do. Okay, even with your morals and spirituality, it's going to bring you some sort of blessing in. Now on Wednesday, Neptune goes direct in Pisces at 20 degrees. The inspiration to get off your tushy comes in. The floodgates open as it pertains to your dreams and inspiration. And I'd say your illusions and delusions as well, simply because that's what Neptune is all about. And this is in your area of work, health, daily routines, where you are of service to others. This is where you're going to be subject to having those dreams, illusions, or those sparks of inspiration that assist you or don't assist you or hamper you. This is where you're going to be subject to people's illusions and delusions about you at work and during your daily routines. If you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of any of the signs that I name, this is going to be affecting you. If it's affecting you negatively, or you're having to put in more work, like people are harboring delusions and illusions about you, or where you have to put in more work, this is going to pertain to your areas of Sagittarius and Gemini and even Virgo. You're going to have to put in more effort there. You might have people behind the scenes gossiping about you, lying about you, trying to hamper closure you're trying to attain, trying to affect affect you behind the scenes, even with spirituality. People at a distance from you could be gossiping about you, disagreeing with what you think and preach, disagreeing with your network, your education and skills, what you think and preach. People in your networks of people disagreeing with you, people, neighbors, siblings. People during short distance travel, maybe you getting into arguments with people at work or during short distance travel, text messages and stuff like that, people texting you or something like that, and then it starts something up because people are harboring illusions and delusions about you. Okay, these can definitely aspect you in the background. Okay, so be mindful of that. well, not only in the background, but it can affect you in the background as well. So at work, during your daily routines, you're going to have to deal with people all over the place, just basically harboring delusions about you. It's really irritating because Libra is my moon sign. So this is me in the background, and it's like really kind of ridiculous. But if you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, or Virgo, this is definitely aspecting you. Anyway, now let's see. As far as your blessings that come about, those are going to have to do with your area of Cancer and Scorpio. Work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to other people. Those are where your blessings are going to come in. Through career, through money, through resources. Okay, work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others is definitely going to be aspecting you. As far as your assistance and opportunities coming in, where your inspiration and your dreams can work for you as well, besides Scorpio and Cancer, besides with making money, using your dreams and inspiration to make money or garner new jobs, it's going to lend you assistance and opportunities as far as home and family, helping people in home and family, help coming to you for home and family, you garnering shared finances during your daily routines or for home and family, or working for people and garnering shared finances, because shared finances, endings, new beginnings, and things you're passionate about is definitely aspected here as an angle of assistance and opportunity. So look to see if you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Capricorn or Taurus or even Pisces, and that's definitely aspecting you for you to garner that help through your dreams and inspirations. Now, the sun is in Sagittarius at 9 degrees, sextiling Saturn and Aquarius at 9 degrees. So if you have placements in Sagittarius or Aquarius between 6 and 12 degrees, this is aspecting you. This is an opportunity or some type of assistance coming in through the restrictions and responsibilities you've been having with communication, especially with a sibling or someone in your networks, people, or a neighbor. Okay, you have restrictions and responsibilities with a romantic partner, with children, or within a creative endeavor, but someone is there to help you, whether it's a friend or a sibling or someone in your networks of people, or a neighbor. Okay, someone could use your open-mindedness or your talents where it could come in handy. Okay, you're utilizing your talents, and not just, as long as you're utilizing your talents and not copying someone else's, especially as it pertains to your creative endeavors, then everything will be fine. This is an angle of falsity, so you might find someone around you copying you or being false, communicating lies to you, and it could be someone in your networks of people communicating lies to you, because the South Node is there. So be mindful of that if you have those placements between that 6 and 12 degrees. Now, Venus in Capricorn at 20 degrees makes a fated aspect to Lilith and Gemini at 20 degrees. Your instincts to generate finances can kick in here. If it's not about finances, it could be about romance or pleasure. Your instincts can bring success in the literary or spiritual field as well, in love, good times, or even money. Do you have placements in Capricorn or Gemini between 17 and 23 degrees? Because if so, this is bringing you some type of money or maybe good times or romance with a someone in home and family as it pertains to long distance travel. Maybe you're traveling. Maybe this is someone at a distance from you. Maybe you're utilizing your education and skills to garner money. Maybe you're traveling with someone and having fun. Maybe it's your spirituality and your morals or what you think and preach that's helping someone in home and family, or that's seeing success in the literary field. The moon in Scorpio at 4 degrees will make a fated aspect to Ceres in Gemini. This is about the nurturing you're putting into the area of your highest aspirations, which is in long distance travel, education, and skills, what you think and preach. Watch out for accidents if you're traveling long distances, especially if you have placements in Scorpio or Gemini between 1 and I would say 7 degrees. You don't want to get into any accidents or anything like that if you're driving long distances. Be careful. Also, be mindful of who you trust and who you tell things to. Be mindful of who you're nurturing at a distance from you. Be mindful of who you're telling people what you think and what you preach, because this could be a person that's betrayed you before that's planning to betray you again. Okay? Be very mindful of that. If you have those placements between 1 and 7 degrees of Scorpio and Gemini. This is why the astrology helps so much. And then a lot of people ask me how I do what I do and how I navigate successfully. And I do it through the astrology because I know what moves to make. I can see where people could be lying to me or not telling me the truth. And I make my moves based off of that. So definitely utilize this astrology because it helps. Stay tuned for the tarot portion of your reading. Okay? Bye now. Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with the tarot portion of your reading for the week of November 28th, 2021. Okay, so you've got the permeating your region. The reading is a judgment card. And the judgment card already talks about some type of, you know exactly what it says, some type of judgment being made. Whether you're making a judgment, whether somebody's making a judgment upon you, either way, this judgment is like a second chance. It's moving toward a conclusion, but you want to examine your role in the circumstances as well, like what you did to make it even, turn out like this. You're thinking about walking away from somewhere where you got 8 cups full, either because of time insolvency, somebody's not spending enough time with you, the time is not even, or money. It's too much turbulence going on with money because of fights and conflicts or fights over money, and you're thinking about walking away from where you already have 8 cups full. When you get this 8 of cups, it always says that you should think about it before you leave. Before you walk away, think about it, okay? Because you got it twice. You got the 8 of Cups card twice. You really thinking about walking away from something where you've been having nightmares, where you've been having anxiety, something that's been causing you some type of strife, something blocking you from expanding, something blocking you from having foresight, something blocking you from money, something blocking you from events speeding up and you solving problems, and you thinking about walking away from it, just because you feel like you're not expanding anymore where you had these 8 cups full. It's not moving to where you want it to move, and you thinking about walking away from that situation. This might be you making the judgment this week, or maybe somebody's thinking about walking away from you, but maybe somebody's thinking about walking away from you, and you're having nightmares because you think they're going to walk away from you. That could be the case too. So if it's not you walking away from somebody, it's somebody walking away from you. So you already know when you hear this, because you already know if you're thinking about walking away from somebody, You also got the King of Wands, which talks about, so you might be a fire sign, rising or moon person, like Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, or you might be dealing with that one of those people within an organization or on your mother's side of the family. Okay, so if you're dealing with this person within a business organization, this is somebody that's honorable, that's respected. Okay, so this, like I said, this could even be you within a business organization, and you're honorable and you're respected. Okay, a person who helps others and things like that. You're submitting yourself at the top of a hill, either within a business organization or with a mother side of the family, being this honorable presence, so that you can bring justice in and you can bring in this unearned income, this manifestation of this money and success and prosperity. Okay, you're going through this test of faith to bring this in, but you're at the 9 So it's not at the 10 yet. So you're still waiting for this, okay, to come in, this prosperity. Now, the challenge is it's going to be whether in some type of heartbreak that you're having within a creative sphere or within a romantic relationship. Okay, it's got to do with creativity or romantic relationships. Something is going on where you feel heartbroken. Maybe it's because of a cancer person, or maybe it has to do with where you were driving forward and taking the risk and continuing to plot forward. You're having a problem because you're having a hard time moving past this heartbreak or this sorrow. Okay. um yeah, your challenge is moving forward. It's putting one foot in front of the other one and keeping going. That's your challenge this week. Now, your advice is to value your own interest. Not all the options at your disposal are going to give you what you want. You might even have somebody coming in giving you some type of advice or good communication, supposedly, about money or business or a new home. But it's gossipy, it's flighty. You need to keep your wits about you, because this person could just be coming to tell you some gossip or something they heard, and they don't even know if it's true or not. So be very, very mindful of listening to somebody coming to tell you something and just taking their word for it. Okay. God bless you. And I really hope this helped. Don't think it's just you. Everybody's going through, it looks like, a struggle this week. Every sign that I've done has been dealing with some type of strife or stealing or dishonest behavior by people or something like that. It's crazy. And it might be because we're in Venus shadow and it's starting to go retrograde. So it's taken away from us. It's slowing us down and making us stagnant as far as romance, finances, and pleasure. So that could be the case. But everybody's dealing with this. It's not just you. So, just be mindful of that. God bless you guys. Bye now. Hello, kings and queens. E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the blessings, and help you to be able to see the assistance and opportunities around you. And a lot of people ask me how I navigate my week. This is how I do it. This is how I navigate successfully. This is how I do what I do. As some of you may know, I have garnered a 2-book deal with Urban Books, again, for my Rural Route 8 series. If you check Amazon, my novel Rural Route 8 is available for pre-order. It doesn't come out until June the 28th. Part 2 comes out in December, but they are ready. And you can get Rural Route 8 for pre-order. It's available, so check it out. And this is how I've successfully garnered these opportunities and this assistance, because I know my astrology, I know my chart, I know my talents, and I use them to the fullest extent. Okay. And this is why I try to teach you guys the same thing, so that you can use your charts and you can use your astrology and the astrology to help you navigate around challenges. Know when somebody's lying to you. Know when you need to take advantage of an opportunity or assistance. Know why that assistance is coming to you. Know when blessings are coming to you, so you know when to make the moves you need to make. This truly, truly does help. Now, moving along from there, for the month of November, we are still spotlighting. We still have a couple more days spotlighting Latoya Chandler. So don't hesitate to stop over at Treasures and Spoils and check out her scents and her candles. I am a consumer of hers, and they are definitely worth it. Also, her books are sold everywhere books are sold, so check them out. Now, for the month of December, which we will come into this week, we are spotlighting none other than the illustrious LaJill Hunt. We had the opportunity and the pleasure of spotlighting LaJill in April, and we are spotlighting this queen again for the month of December, her and her Christmas novel, Perfectly Fine Christmas. I would love for you guys to read and review with me. I am reading it this month and reviewing it, and I would love for you to do it with me. LaJill is a Sagittarius, so her birthday is coming up. It would be a beautiful birthday present for her to receive a review for her book, Perfectly Fine Christmas. You know, it's just wonderful to be able to pour into someone, and I would love for you guys to help LaJill out and do this for her along with me. Okay? As far as the events going on this week, on Tuesday, you can always stop by Diverse Shelves where they spotlight the new novels coming out and they talk about the things they're excited to read. Stop on by Clubhouse where Diverse Shelves is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays. If you are on YouTube, please check in, and you like books, please check in with Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. Don't hesitate to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Like the videos you see there and subscribe to the channel because he would greatly appreciate it, okay? Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group I See You Reading and Chatting goes down every Friday on Facebook with I See You Reading and Chatting. Ebony Evans is the president of I See You Reading and Chatting. So if you'd like to participate as an artist in Freestyle Friday, contact Ebony and she can work that out with you, okay, so that you can showcase your talents. All right, this was kind of long-winded. Let's get into your astrology. Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with the astrology portion of your reading for the week of November 28, 2021. Now, this is going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If you're looking for Sunday, you can find that on my Facebook page at author E-Ray Taronic. And meet me back here on Wednesday night for the Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology. But let's go ahead and get into your week. Okay, so Monday, November the 29th, the sun is in your sector of friends, goals, and social groups at 7 degrees, coupled with Mercury there as well. So communication and skills are on full display as far as how you want to accomplish goals, and even with friends or among social groups. So here's where luck can prevail. You know, good communication can be brought into you. But just try not to leave things to chance and make sure you're handling your business. If you know there are some calls you need to make to some friends, or you know there's some things you need to get done to accomplish goals, then you should go ahead and do that. If you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees of any of the signs that I name, this is going to be aspecting you. Now, as far as your friends, goals, and social groups where you want to make sure you're putting in the effort and handling and taking care of your business is going to be in your area of Gemini, romance, creative endeavors, and children, even play. So be sure that you're, if you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees of Gemini, you're doing that, as well as Pisces and Virgo. So Pisces and Virgo is about your money and your resources. Okay, it's about Virgo is about your shared finances, endings, new beginnings you want to create, passion, and also I would say sex and intimacy as well. So if you know there's things that you need to get done, or that you need to be communicating, or skills you need to be utilizing, then you want to go ahead and make sure you're doing that. Now, where luck may prevail for you, I would think that would be in your areas of Aquarius or Libra. And this would have to do with you being able to expand your message, you being able to reach audiences at a distance from you, you being able to utilize your education and skills, what you think and preach. Maybe you getting some type of offer or assistance from someone that's at a distance from you. Okay, or you offering someone at a distance from you assistance. Now, let's see. If it's a blessing coming into you where luck wins out, I would think that's in your area of Aries or Leo. So you might be communicating with a friend or someone within a social group. You might be communicating with a sibling, someone in your networks of people, even a neighbor. This could require short distance travel, that this luck is coming into you as well. But one of your partnerships or multiple partnerships could really be showing up for you, okay? And luck could win out if you have placements in any of those signs between 4 and 10 degrees. Now, the moon in Libra at 4 degrees will trine Ceres and Gemini at 4 degrees. So a partnership is on the mind and what needs to be nurtured. Okay, this is where you want to forge towards your highest aspirations as it pertains to romance, creative endeavors, self-expression, and children. Okay, this is where and I mean creative self-expression, even play if you're hanging out having fun. Okay, as it pertains to maybe you traveling a long distance or dealing with someone that's at a distance from you. This blessing could be coming in from someone at a distance from you and coming in because of what you think and preach, as far as with a romantic partner, a child, or within a creative endeavor. All right. This is an angle where you may be forgiving someone of their trespasses or them forgiving you. Just remember that you want to make sure that you are, if someone is forgiving you, you're making the effort to show and prove that you won't do that again. And if you're forgiving someone of their trespasses, make sure it's someone who is proving to you that they, over a period of time, that they're not going to be doing something like that again, or they haven't done something like that. Just beware of what you nurture in the area of romance, creative endeavors, and children, as far as your placements between 1 and 7 degrees of Libra or Gemini. But you definitely have those blessings in for nurturing something there. Now, Mars and Scorpio at 20 degrees will trine Neptune and Pisces at 20 degrees. So a blessing helps you through some sort of challenge that you've been having in career or whatever it is you master. Your inspiration could be the catalyst to this. Whatever you dream up, this could have to do with a challenge, even with a child, okay? Getting them out of trouble, or even maybe getting yourself out of trouble, from you doing things that you even did previously, or even as a child, something where you suffer from some type of, issues, from a long time ago, and it's still cropping up for you. Okay. Now, make sure you're not bailing someone out, and they're not putting forward any effort. Make sure that, they're putting in the effort just like you're putting in the effort. If you have placements between, I'd say, 17 and 23 degrees of Scorpio or Pisces, this is definitely aspecting you. Now, around 5 p.m., the moon in Libra at 7 degrees will sextile the sun in Sagittarius at 7 degrees. So assistance or some sort of opportunity will surface through or due to a partnership that's at a distance from you. A partnership maybe that you have to travel a long distance to. A partnership that has to do with your education and skills, what you think and what you preach. There's some sort of opportunity where a friend or a social group is helping you to accomplish a goal, maybe even to get your word out, expand your reach. Okay, you could definitely be utilizing your education and skills for this. You also might find yourself mediating an argument or resolving conflicts between friends at a distance from you. Okay, do you have placements between 4 and 10 degrees of Libra or Sagittarius? Because if so, this is aspecting you. Now, around 7 p.m., the moon in Libra at 8 degrees will sextile Mercury in Aquarius at 8 degrees. There's also a trine to Saturn in Aquarius from the moon at 8 degrees. And the moon in Libra is directly aspecting Chiron, the planet of healing, at 8 degrees in Aries. So, of course, you don't know what all this means, so let me explain it to you. You're healing the area of communication, siblings, short distance travel, neighbors, and your networks of people. Okay, it's getting direct healing, and a blessing is coming in because of the restrictions or responsibilities that have been placed on you. Okay, now you're getting an opportunity to kind of speak your truth from friends, from someone in a social group with you. They're helping you to accomplish a goal, to extend your education, maybe even speak your truth as far as your morals or your spirituality. Spiritual advisors and healers are very useful and can help you through some sort of turmoil at this angle. Tension, gossip, or violence can also be healed. If you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius, or Aries, this is definitely aspecting you on Monday evening. Now on Tuesday, the sun is in Sagittarius at 8 degrees. It sextiles Saturn in Aquarius at 8 degrees. This is an angle of assistance and opportunity to be had through a restriction or responsibility that has been placed directly on you. Okay, now Sagittarius is your area of friends and social groups, and this is where you're garnering this opportunity. You could be helping a friend, or a friend could be helping you, but either way, you're utilizing your skills in some way for this opportunity or assistance. If you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Sagittarius or Aquarius, this is aspecting you. Now, also on Tuesday, Venus in Capricorn at 20 degrees will sextile Neptune and Pisces at 20 degrees. So, again, this is assistance and opportunity showing up in the form of romance, finances, or pleasure. This is behind the scenes, okay? This could be a secret, This could be something maybe you have to make a sacrifice for, or work in your solitude for, to garner money. Maybe you're having an opportunity to heal yourself or to gain some type of closure, okay, through this area of Pisces, which is your area of money and resources, okay? So you could be making money and resources, or you could actually just be garnering some opportunity to gain closure and help your worth in some way. You could be inspired to lend this opportunity to somebody, or maybe somebody's lending this opportunity to you. Maybe this is an opportunity to hang out and have a good time. Whatever you dream up, you could be making money off of it. If you have those placements in Capricorn or Pisces between 17 and 23 degrees. Now, the moon in Libra at 20 degrees will square Venus in Capricorn at 20 degrees, while directly aspecting Neptune and Pisces at 20 degrees. This is a fated angle. So if you have placements in Libra, Capricorn, or Pisces between 17 and 23 degrees, this is aspecting you. This is where you're having some type of friction with someone at a distance from you. This is where you're having some type of maybe even disagreement with what you think and preach, your education and skills. Maybe this is where you have to travel a long distance and you're putting a lot of effort in there as it pertains to a romance, as it pertains to garnering some type of money behind the scenes, or as it pertains to having some type of fun behind the scenes. This has to do with your area of secrets, sacrifice, and solitude. Maybe even closure and healing that you're trying to garner. Now, in the evening on Tuesday, the moon in Libra, your sector of long distance travel, education and skills, what you think and preach, morals and spirituality, is going to be at 22 degrees, and it's going to trine Lilith and Gemini at 22 degrees. So if you have placements between 19 and 25 degrees of Libra or Gemini, your instincts can be spot on as it pertains to a partnership that's at a distance from you. You know exactly what to say, or how to utilize your education and skills, what you think and preach, to bring in this blessing to you. Okay? Now on Wednesday, December the 1st, Neptune goes direct in Pisces at 20 degrees. So the inspiration to get up off your tushy comes in. The floodgates open, dreams and inspiration, I'd say, comes into you. But at the same time, Neptune is also about illusions and delusions. So you got to take the good with the bad. Those illusions and delusions will be cropping up for people as well. And it's going full speed ahead, hitting people with placements between 17 and 23 degrees of any of the signs that I named. Okay, so as far as, let's talk about the negative first, the illusions and delusions that are coming up as far as your area of Pisces, that has to do with your worth, that has to do with your money, that has to do with your resources. It directly aspects your area of Virgo, where shared finances, sex and intimacy, endings and new beginnings are, even your passions. Okay, so you could be having some type of, illusions or delusions surfacing there. You could even have some sparks of inspiration sparking up there as well. But if it's your area of Sagittarius and Gemini, this is definitely an area of friction. So friends, goals, and social groups, romantic partners, how they feel about you, your money, your worth, how you feel about a romantic partner as far as money and worth, money or worth within a creative endeavor, even hanging out with friends with money. People might harbor illusions and delusions about you. Even children could harbor illusions and delusions about you. Mom, I want to go to so-and-so jump zone, and I know you got the money, blah, 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 stuff like that. People are harboring illusions and delusions about your money, worth, and finances, and so are you. So you want to be very mindful of that, okay? Um, Make sure that you speak up for yourself. It's very important for everybody this week not to start confrontations, but to speak up for yourself. You can't let somebody pull you into their own illusions and their own delusions, okay? That's very, very important, okay? Because we're trying to move past things, but because Venus is going retrograde, it is definitely prompting, it's going retrograde soon, but it's in the shadow period. It's definitely prompting romantic partners to harbor illusions and delusions. It's old arguments popping up, old lovers popping up. So I was just saying that on a post today. You're gonna have to put a full stop to this kind of stuff. Don't let somebody pull you back to a place where you've already leveled up from. That's very important. I don't care who it is, okay, because that's detrimental to your healing. Okay. Now, as far as your blessings that could come in, as far as your money and your worth and your resources, those are going to be in your area of Scorpio and in Cancer, and it's pertaining to career or whatever it is you master, or work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. So you can garner some type of inspiration and make money through work, or even, get you a job by utilizing your skills and your talents. Now, if it's assistance or opportunities coming in for you utilizing your talents, dreams, or inspiration, it's going to have to do with your area of Capricorn or Taurus, okay, between 17 and 23 degrees. So you could be working behind the scenes, making money. You could be making sacrifices, but you're going to make money. You also have opportunities to heal yourself, to heal how you feel about your worth, okay, to gain closure, all right, with someone in home and family as well. All right. And it could shock you, but you might have the opportunity to even make money through home and family or a home-based business because of your dreams and your inspiration. Now, moving along to, and that's not a single transit. That's on Wednesday, but it's going to travel through, because it's going direct. It's going to travel through that sign, so it'll eventually get to you. Now, the sun in Sagittarius on Wednesday at 9 degrees will sextile Saturn in Aquarius at 9 degrees. So an opportunity or some kind of assistance is going to come in. Hear my stomach growling. I'm sorry. The sun is Sagittarius at 9 degrees, sextile Saturn in Aquarius at 9 degrees. So if you have placements in Sagittarius or Aquarius between 6 and 12 degrees, this is aspecting you. An opportunity or assistance is going to come to you through a restriction or responsibility being placed on you through a friend or a social group. Maybe they're helping you to accomplish a goal, or you're helping them. Your open-mindedness and your talents could come in handy. Just make sure you're utilizing your talents and not just copying someone else's. This is an angle of falsity. This is an angle of people copying you, so you want to be mindful that nobody is stealing your creative works or anything like that to make themselves look better. That's very important, okay? Because that's aspecting, especially for people who have placements in Sagittarius or Aquarius between 6 and 12 degrees. I definitely have to watch that because I do have placements with between both of those angles. And yeah, hopefully for the other person, I better not find out nobody's doing that to me. But anyway, let's move along to the next transit. Venus in Capricorn at 20 degrees makes a fated aspect to Lilith and Gemini at 20 degrees. Your instincts to generate finances can kick in here. If it's not about finances, it could be about romance or pleasure. Your instincts can bring success in the literary field or even the spiritual field. In love, good times, or money, you could be garnering some type of success as it pertains to you working behind the scenes, or it coming to you secretly behind the scenes. You could be garnering some type of closure and healing in a romantic relationship because it's making that fated aspect to Gemini, your sector of romance, creative endeavors, and children. You could be healing that area behind the scenes through work, health, daily, through secret sacrifice and solitude, or even closure or spirituality. Do you have placements in Capricorn or Gemini between 17 and 23 degrees? Because if so, this is aspecting you. Now, the moon in Scorpio at 4 degrees will make a fated aspect to Ceres and Gemini at 4 degrees. This is about the nurturing you're trying to put into the area of your highest aspirations, where they are now. Your highest aspirations is in the area of romance, creative endeavors, and children, and that's where you're trying to forge toward your north node. Okay, but you're having problems with that, and you're feeling that you're having issues with what it is you master, or even career. Watch out for accidents, okay, at work. Watch out for accidents with a romantic partner. Watch out for accidents within a creative endeavor or with children. You know, watch what you say. All right, be mindful of that. You don't want to be hurting someone, whether it's a romantic partner, a child, or someone within a creative sphere. Be mindful of who you trust as well. Okay, it's just very important to pay attention to that angle, whether somebody's betrayed you or you have betrayed them. You want to be very, very careful. Now is not the time to, be going backwards. Now is the time to forge ahead towards your north node, not your south node. Okay, you want to do better and be better. Stay tuned for your tarot portion. God bless you, and I'll see you over there. Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. Irae Taranic here with the tarot portion of your reading for the week of November 28th, 2021. Okay, so you got the World card aspecting your week. Okay, we all know the World card. Well, we don't all know, because you wouldn't be listening to me if everybody knew. The World card talks about, your world changing. It talks about positive awards coming in. It talks about travel being on the horizon, maybe even. It talks about a dream come true, a project being concluded, a dilemma being solved. That's what this talks about. That's what your week is permeated by. Now, you have something coming in from the past, some information about a mother figure, a mother side of the family, or a business, like a business proposition. But this is something that was already offered to you in the past. More information is coming in about that. But this information, whatever this truce is between this relationship about this equal give and take, or this money or this payout to come in, the information that's going to come into you is coming in from either it's probably like an email, a text message, or it could even be a phone call or something in the mail, because a page is a beginning message. But the Page of Wands is gossipy, it's flighty, it's just somebody who comes and tells you something they heard, or they think, they don't really know for sure. They're just giving you some information, maybe even to hold you off. This is something you need to keep your wits about you about, because there's some type of heartbreak aspecting, some sorrow, some loss, some defeat, where you can't trust somebody around you, or somebody is stealing from you, or somebody is being dishonest. Somebody's lying to you about the options you have at your disposal, and they're making you think really fanciful about what's going on or what you're going to get, and they're not being truthful. They're being deceptive. Okay. Yeah, they're either being deceptive, or these, some of these options they're giving you are going to break your heart, and is not going to give you what you want. So you need to be very mindful of paying attention to what they're telling you, Aquarius. Now, your challenge this week is, first of all, that World card upside down. That's a lack of closure. That talks about restriction, failure to move forward, something holding you back. You need to address something, and you have a tendency for the need to be ruled by others, and you got to be careful of that, because it's making your sun be reversed, where you're not feeling positive, where you're feeling delays and frustration. You got to trust that the feeling of joy and success will come again, after some rest and reflection. But your challenge is going to be plodding forward, putting one foot in front of the other one, boom, 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 constantly going, routine success, to move toward your 9 of cups, whatever wish fulfillment you have. Even if it's some type of obsession, some unhealthy obsession is going on, whether it's greed, materialism, drugs, alcohol, or just some type of unhealthy obsession, some unhealthy relationship or something like that. That's your challenge. And your challenge is having foresight and seeing past it. It could be even a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign person that you're dealing with. But in order for you to have that foresight, you're gonna, or expansion, and you can't see it. in order to have it, you're going to have to keep moving forward. But that's your problem. You can't find a way to just keep moving forward and see where you can expand. You're having a problem seeing that. But it's weird because your advice and challenges was permeated by the Four of Swords. And so that means you're waiting. You're waiting for something. You're resting, recuperating, or just waiting, contemplating something. But your advice is the Ten of Pentacles and the Justice card twice. So that means you need to bring in justice and you need to balance the scales as it pertains to money and finances, as it pertains to family wealth, as it pertains to family legacy, as it pertains to any type of financial or money situations around you. You need to bring in justice and you need to balance the scales, because that is what is aspecting you for your advice for the week. God bless you. I hope this helps. But that's what I have for you. Everybody's kind of had, iffy readings because, it might be because Venus is going retrograde. We're in the shadow period and we're getting close to it going retrograde. So a lot of people are seeing kind of setbacks to their romance, to their money, and to their pleasure pursuits. And it's going to be all while it's retrograde. But, whatever power you have to help things along, to bring things forward, that's advised to do that. Whatever power you have to be positive and bring in positive events to yourself and others, you're advised to do that. Because if you are on the side of wrong and you're on the side of not doing right by people, it's going to come back on you. If you're on the side of putting bad juju out on people and stuff like that, that's going to come back on you, especially with this planet going retrograde. So all of us are feeling this negativity. All of us are feeling some blockages put in our path some kind of way. So we just got to work through it, and the best way to work through it is to work together. It just is what it is. If it's somebody that you can't trust and you can't be around, then that's one thing. But other than that, we need to be praying and sitting in a state of just godliness for real, because the devil is out here. It's really out here. God bless you. Stay prayed up and bring justice in where you can bring justice in. God bless you, Aquarius. Bye now.